There you go.
Now it's recording.
Reload.
Sorry, Matt's whispering into the mic. Had me all distracted. What is that fetish called?
I don't know, but they talk about when they go grocery shopping and buy bushels of bananas and sometimes tampons.
It has millions of views. All of them.
What?
Oh my god.
Is that real?
Yeah.
It's real.
Apparently.
Oh, what? Hold on. There's no way that's...
It tickles the cochlea.
That can't be real.
The cochlea.
Yeah, it tickles the cochlea, and everybody they just go nuts.
I am actually starting to get an erection, to be quite honest.
It's working.
He keeps making eye contact, too.
I'm looking right into your eyes, you little bitch. I wanna fuck. Yeah, I hope you know how to drive the stick while I'm driving yours.
That's fucking weird, man.
So while Dylan's looking that up, thanks for coming to episode 3 of Not for Human Consumption. Our special guest today is Matt. He was with us last week, but he did not have a microphone. We gave him one this week. Everybody say hi to Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
I set up the things.
Doing work.
He's...
Did you find any of that whispering shit,
Yeah,
though?
but there's a fucking ad playing and it was coming through, so I had to do some stuff real quick. But now, we shall be good.
Give it the official title in there? Like of what this weird fetish is called?
ASMR, close, breathy, whisper, ramble, and
That's
all.
what it is, yeah.
ASMR.
ASMR.
So much for coming to spend some time with me again today.
Oh my god, that's so
600,000
gross.
600,000.
I can hear every smack of her lips. It's fucking gross.
Misjudged how.
Oh god. I hate this. People like
Autonomous
this?
sensory meridian response.
Oh man.
It sounds like a tactical strike team name.
Yeah.
ASMR.
Gonna send in the ASMR on them.
People use this to
I'll tell you what.
relax to sleep.
Ooh.
Oh man.
If they write the real reason, it wouldn't be on YouTube.
Yeah.
Dude, the comments are probably fantastic though.
I'm starting to get an erection, that's for sure.
Not trying to be weird, but your eyes are so pretty. Could not stop watching your eyes.
Oh, I bet you she loved that comment.
Your voice is so, I don't know, but it makes me feel comfortable. Comfortable.
Sort of like unintentional triggers.
Fucking loud ass Walmart ad made me turn my phone up.
Alright, I can't do that anymore.
Isn't that
That's
fucking crazy?
I'll save the link so that I can fucking post it, because it's ridiculous. Gross.
So we're just gonna have an ASMR episode. We're all being just, hey, what's going on, guys?
This is Dave. And,
I know you usually jerk off to the show, but we're making it way easier.
Gross. I don't want it. We have to have the mics as hot as they were when we were like getting the sound all dialed in. When like every sound in the room was like,
Yeah.
you could hear anything
over the top loud.
Yeah, just hear every breath. Hear your fucking stomach digesting your breakfast.
Hear your own heart beating.
Oh God. Yeah, that's awful. I don't like that at all. Let's not make that.
Well, now
a
you know
thing.
it exists, and so do other people. Now that they listen to the show and they found out what ASMR is, a weird pseudo fetish on YouTube.
I
didn't mean to train wreck the beginning of the podcast.
No, it's great.
That's great. That's
What other weird
oh
shit
yeah,
do
we
you
are
know
doing
about?
a podcast, aren't we, guys?
I just thought it was interesting to just tell you guys about a new thing.
If you keep that up, all my blood is going to be in my penis, and I won't be able to think.
I'm just going to talk like this until your eyes roll back in your head.
There he goes. We're losing him.
I'm back. Oh.
You guys do anything interesting this weekend? Anything fun, Dave?
Nah, I've been
Dave doesn't do
big
fun.
pile of shit this whole week.
Yeah, me too. It hasn't really been interesting at all. Holidays suck, man.
Kind of. Well, it's like post-holiday. I just had to work a whole fucking work week. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? I hate working 5 days in a row.
You don't have a job, really, though.
Yeah, I do.
You hang out and play music all day. Oh, what a bummer.
You sling the notes for the kiddos, man.
Yeah, well.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
don't hate.
I got to go do something that I really, really have wanted to do my whole life,
Dave
every
is a-
single day.
Dave is a musical instructor at a very nice place for nice people.
It's a day program for adults with disabilities.
Yes.
It's called One Step Beyond.
They're going to NAMM.
Yeah, we're going to NAMM.
There's a fundraiser to help them go, too. You can link that. That'd be probably
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
I'll
put
get
that
it
in
up on
the
the page.
episode description.
God damn it.
Yeah, not only are we going...
Matt's on here for 2 minutes and does the smartest thing ever.
Indeed.
Instead of us just talking shit about
Oh,
Dave's
no, me and
fucking life.
Jared have already talked about this. Like, I was looking for a funny way to slide it in there. I'm so glad Matt did it.
I always find
God
the ways to
damn
slide
it.
it in, girl.
Oh, I'm a master of fitting big things in little places.
You're goddamn right, you son of a...
Not only are we going to NAMM, Jared, he's his advanced band class. They're recording a 5-song EP with Sean Bevan afterwards.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Sean the Downward Spiral Bevan, and we get to fucking hang out with his in like his fucking flop house and shit. Like it'll be a good
Nice.
time. Yeah,
You better take hella pictures.
hell yeah.
Dave's going to flop out in his flop house.
Well, I don't have a choice. I don't sleep with pants on.
Just
Mr.
socks and shoes. That's really weird.
Mr. Bevan, can I stay with you tonight?
Oh,
Can you tell me about Trent Reznor? How was he to work with? Was he a dream?
Was he a dream?
He's such a doll.
Oh, my God. He wakes up in the middle of the night and you're laying behind him in a hardcore cuddle. You're like,
Hey, Sean. God, I just really wanted you to know how.
Did you work on the Fragile? Because I'm
That'll be fun for him. He's just going to make a mental note. Don't ever do things for charity organizations.
Ever.
God
And
damn
I'll
it.
be blacklisted instantaneously.
Yeah.
but that job's teaching you, well, not teaching, you have the ability to teach yourself drums now. while
Yeah,
you're
it's
in
been
that.
about a year since I've been teaching myself how to play the drums. I'm just now starting to get a decent handle on ghost notes. So,
You're getting there.
yeah, I'm getting there.
I taught you the little bit that I know that I don't know how to teach it, but
Yeah,
I
but
can make you see it with my hand, do a retarded thing.
You've
Sorry.
given me some good pointers.
I'm better than that, Dave.
You are better than... Did you just really...
I didn't mean to. It was an
Like
accident.
30 seconds afterwards, you guys?
I mean, it's nice to see you finally throwing in the towel on guitar and moving on to something else.
Yeah, I am a shit guitar player, guys.
That's okay. I've been working on it. We can switch.
That's cool.
This is the Men of Ghost Walk.
Yeah, holy shit. This is like your cover photo.
Our ambient electronic synth rock thing.
With
There's like 4 more adjectives
Yeah.
you're missing.
There's actually 2 like pretty
Witch
girls
house
that are really
synthwave.
nice people that people would rather talk to than us. But we are the ones that have microphones right now. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
We are the captain now.
The calendar's coming out in 2018, the Men of Ghost Walk.
Yeah, it's just the 4 of us repeated every...
If you want to watch us chop wood and wash cars,
Hell yeah.
Put out fires.
I really want to do that.
everybody expects it to be the full of the chicks.
Can I be like in a den reading books?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next to like a big like
Dignified
fireplace
Dave.
mantle.
It would
I
actually
got
be...
a pipe.
We could do a not for human
Bearskin rug.
consumption calendar.
Oh yeah,
Of
we
us.
could. And our guests.
Just guts on
It can either
laptops.
be podcast calendar or ghost walk calendar.
Yeah, it's
Either
interchangeable.
way,
It is kind of
it's
interchangeable.
going to be
at the moment.
amazing.
There's 12 fucking
One
months,
of them,
man.
We're way
People-
too hot to just be wasting that.
if we put Ghost Walk
ourselves.
name on it, people will be like, oh, all right. And then if we
Yeah.
put the podcast name on it, people will be like, oh, man.
I guess.
Yeah, people totally buying the ghost walk calendar
Oh,
thinking it's just
by
gonna
the
be
way,
Think it's
guys-
gonna
girls.
have-
It's just us nasty motherfuckers in 12 different poses.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm back on the sauce for this episode.
Sauce.
So
Ooh, disgruntled Dave drinking a dad beer.
I am as well. I'm a resident alcoholic, but I've been taking a sabbatical.
oh, welcome back.
Yeah. It's terrible not drinking.
Yeah.
Like I'm
That's
trying,
right,
I'm
'cause you know
trying
how
to-
we feel about quitters.
I got some fucking Fountain Mountain, dude. That's
Well, Dylan hasn't had a drink in like a long time though.
Oh, Fountain Mountain, they didn't even have legit
no,
sodas
it's,
in the Whitman gas station.
no, it's a Mountain Dew from the fountain. It's Fountain
Oh,
Mountain. That's
gotcha.
where you get the straight good stuff. So
Yeah.
it tastes
The dewdrop
better this
From
way.
the tap.
You trust the Whitman
And I don't
employees
drink a lot of
to killing them
caffeine,
taps?
so I'm all caffeinated
They
right
had
now.
grass flip-flops.
They had grass flip
They
flops,
did.
man.
They did.
Dave, you need some.
I'm down. I'm never gonna wear them to practice though, because
I'll buy them for
Because
you.
you liked being in our band.
well, there's that too.
What's it say? It's Arizona flip flops to make you feel like you're at home. We don't have fucking grass out here.
Yeah. Hey, Alan, how much do you water your lawn?
All the time.
Yeah.
So many.
You're so many waters.
So many waters.
You know what's cool
what's your
about-
water bill because of your lawn?
I don't have a water bill.
There you have it, folks.
You know what's cool about weeds? You don't have to do anything. They just
No.
grow.
And then when you get real tired of them, you drag a mattress frame around and tear them up.
That's right. I
He's
saw
got-
pictures of
Pro
that.
tip.
Yeah.
He's got a sick ass lawn under 5 inches of dirt, probably though.
Probably.
Uh-huh. It
It's like
preserves it.
hardwood floors. Like, whoa, pull the carpet up and the fucking, it's all this hardwood under here.
Yeah.
Much like we have sick ass abs underneath this one giant one.
It's a protectant coating.
We just cherish them. We have to protect them.
Look at this
I
app.
did figure out on the way here today, it's about 18 to 19 miles an hour to skip across your washboard on your driveway.
It's better to go fast over that.
Yeah.
He's like,
you
oh
have
no,
to.
going too slow. It's just fucking. It's fine though. It's only a mile of dirt. It's not even that far, probably.
We got lucky, too. I thought it was supposed to rain this weekend. You guys would have been real fucked.
Yeah, that would have been.
It did
rough.
actually sprinkle on me just right when I left my house.
That would have been not fun, Dave. Flash floods.
Yeah, we're in a goddamn floodplain here,
You
aren't
would
we?
have been stuck out here.
In a basement.
In a basement.
We're in a basement in a floodplain. How smart is that, guys?
Matt, what are you doing? It's on the wall right there.
Look right here.
There, on the wall.
Just like
He
your
gave up
truck.
on looking for it in 2 seconds. Was trying to smash the cap off on the stairs. Well, I guess there isn't one over here after all, that fucking liar.
Fucking lag.
I actually did something weird this weekend. I watched a movie.
Oh, the fuck.
Oh, we got to talk to you about you and your movie cred.
Yeah, I watched
bad, dude.
Straight Outta Compton this weekend.
Oh.
Well, this week.
Not a bad movie, actually.
It was actually really
And
good.
relatively current.
Yeah. I got
dumb
it.
dick.
I have
You dumb dick.
I have that Voodoo app or whatever plug in on my PS4, and they gave me like, you can have any
Some
of
credits.
these 5 movies for like $20. So I'm like, that sounds like something I won't
Right.
ever use because I watch no movies
Yeah.
ever.
So here's some backstory. Dylan hasn't seen a fucking thing
He's watched 18 movies in his lifetime.
a billion fucking times.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
all the words to all of those movies.
Dylan won't watch a movie. I mean, he's about to start.
So-
but
Dylan watching a movie is a biannual event.
Yes, if that.
Yeah.
and one time's usually porno.
No, that's constant.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's just
no. I mean, like
It's 12-second clips at a time.
well, yeah. The amount of porn I watch
Within his
throughout the
lifetime,
year
he's
adds up
probably
to one
watched
movie.
a full-length porn.
every
Adds
month.
up all the times he's watched it.
That's pretty good.
He's like, fuck, there's talking in this one. Fast forward 2
Yeah.
minutes.
Sometimes I want a little story. I need a little background of what's
Just
happening
not in
here.
real movies.
Yeah, you know.
If we're talking like staple
When was the last
movies-
time you went to a
Yeah,
movie
not
theater?
obscure
Dylan?
movies either.
Oh my
Movie
God.
theater, Dylan. When was the last time?
I think the last movie theater movie I saw was Dumb and Dumber 2.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm
Poor
sorry.
choice.
Yeah, you chose poorly.
Well, Dumb and Dumber is my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah,
ever.
well, Dumb and
Two
Dumber
is
2
not.
is the worst movie that ever
Sequels
was.
to dumb comedies are fine, but sequels to them, they don't.
Not as funny. They
that's when
try
they're-
way too
they're
hard.
trying way too hard to capture something.
yeah,
they
like the
didn't
second
even
Ace Ventura.
I agree.
Even, you know what I
I
mean?
didn't hate it though. Joe
Second
Dirt
Ace
2 is
Ventura was
better.
different, though. It was
Kind
Second
of,
Ace
because it
Ventura
was
is
like a
great.
whole new genre of ridiculous comedy. Like, I don't, kind of, but not. Like, it was Jim Carrey. You know, Jim Carrey's brand is different than anybody else's.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey's like if it's a Jim
Bumblebee
Carrey movie,
Tuna.
I've seen it.
There was some funny stuff in that movie. I'll give it that.
90s comedies that are kind of like, you know, Jim Carrey stuff. Seen all that.
Have you seen Ghostbusters?
Maybe.
Oh my
No.
god.
I don't know.
What's the correct
We're not
answer?
talking about the new.
No, we're not talking about the
the
new
one
one
that everybody's seen.
We're
don't-
talking about Bill Murray and
If I've seen it, I was young and I couldn't tell you one thing about the story of
have you
that
seen
movie.
Predator,
No, I haven't seen Predator.
Aliens.
No.
Alien?
I saw
Yeah.
saw Prometheus.
Oh,
He always sees the ones that suck.
I liked Prometheus.
yeah, roast me. I liked it too.
It was a good
Well,
movie.
it's set up
I
for
went
the other
into
one
it-
after it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like,
Yeah, which was equally not, lackluster.
I just
or,
walked out of the movie theater like, why didn't that dumb bitch run right?
Yeah, right.
But I kind of went
Something's
into
falling
it.
on you that's very narrow.
Yeah, that,
Run
that,
along with it. And
That
it's,
happens in so many movies, though. Like, how many times you just take 4 steps to the right instead of fucking 1,000 in front of you?
Yeah.
Every fucking
this
time.
runaway car's coming right at me. I'm going to run in the same direction it's coming
She knew
at.
how big it was.
I know.
To be fair, I went into that movie not knowing anything else about the alien stuff.
Well, technically,
So
that's
it's like
kind
the
of okay.
beginning.
It's
Yeah.
the
So
beginning.
now when you guys force me to watch some dumb shit that I'm not
Oh,
going to
you
be
did not.
enjoying
Okay,
because it's fucking 2017.
This
and
is
it's
a
not gonna
redundant
hold
question.
up to time, and it's not going to mean anything to me.
This is a redundant question, and all 12 of our listeners know the answer. Have you seen Star Wars?
No, of course not.
Lord
Have
of the
you seen
Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
I tried to watch that second one. and
Wait, you started the trilogy in the middle? What
So-
the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't remember the scenario of how I got to where I was, but I was at somebody's house that I didn't know with a friend who was there to hang out or something. I didn't know the person's place, and they had a bootleg copy of the second Lord of the Rings, so it was like filmed.
Bootleg?
It was filmed on a phone.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, so I was like sitting on this couch, and they put that on, and then I like fell asleep in about 3 minutes.
That makes sense.
So I don't know. I've never seen Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
I'll give you a pass on any Potter movie because those are.
I've seen a few of
yes.
them, but I don't know which ones.
But the books are really good, guys.
I've never read
go
the
read
books
'em.
either.
What about movies that are always on cable TV? Like, have you seen the Shawshank Redemption?
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Okay.
bunch of times.
okay, cool. That's
Yeah.
So we're gonna make
'Cause
this.
that one's almost unavoidable. You're just
it's there.
it's just
Titanic.
always on.
Have you seen Titanic?
I mean, I've caught bits and pieces of it.
Okay.
the boat sinks.
Yeah, I mean, I know this.
yeah, they
I
all
know.
die
Spoiler
at
alert.
the end.
Spoiler alert, Jack's dead.
He doesn't win whatever award that he's never won, right?
Oh,
Is it-
yeah,
James Cameron.
Yeah,
No,
the-
Leonardo
Leonardo
DiCaprio
DiCaprio.
finally won an Oscar.
Is that- I don't know. I don't follow that.
I
I don't
bullshit.
follow that stuff. I just watch the movies.
And that's another thing. People are like, "But this guy's in it." I'm like, "Who? Show me a picture."
I'm with you on
Oh,
that.
that's
Okay,
that
so
guy's
apparently
name.
there's an outrage over The Fifth Element.
Yeah, everybody.
I don't
That,
care.
again, that's one of those unavoidable movies. It's
I brought
always
this up at
fucking
work.
on.
yeah.
with a few people, and it was like an hour of getting yelled at because they were just
deserved every
naming
fucking
all
second
these
of that.
movies, and I just
I just think because it's
actually
actually weird to not. The movies don't have to be good, great, or bad, or anything. It's just
Good,
there's-
bad, or indifferent.
Watch
them.
There's some movies that just have like everybody's just
How-
fucking seen.
Yeah.
Like,
Did
no
you guys
matter-
have a VHS player growing up out in Wickenburg?
Did you have electricity when you were growing up?
No, and
No, I
no.
didn't actually.
Holy shit! What about plumbing? Indoor plumbing.
Not really.
Go shit
We had
outside in
to-
the dark.
We had to create that. We had to like
Pour water down the toilet with your turds.
no. Like we had a plumbing system, but it was like we put it in ourselves.
piss
Oh, like a
real.
septic tank and shit.
Yeah, it was
okay.
fucking
Well,
terrible.
yeah, well,
So you get
hey.
your older brother to piss
Thanks,
really hard
Dad.
on your fresh shit sitting in a bowl.
No,
Oh my god!
no,
What the-
It's not
oh
how
my
it worked.
Where do you come up with this shit, man?
We had solar power and generators and had to haul our own water.
And
It
what,
was
you had
fucking terrible.
like 18 car
See,
batteries wired in series. Or
You
what?
guys make fun of Alan for living here, but
I'm sophisticated as
yeah,
fuck.
Yeah.
compared to where I live,
Sophisticated.
His little
So-
compound's pretty good. It's my first time here.
there was no movie places. Like I couldn't go to fucking Blockbuster right down the road. It
Wickenburg's
was
got
like an hour
a
away.
two-theater place, doesn't
I
it?
didn't like live in Wickenburg though. It was a journey to go there. It was a journey to go
Put
anywhere.
your walking shoes on and
25
Make a trip
miles,
into
man.
town.
Fuck
Hey,
that.
hey, do you know what Remuda Ranch is?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many of those girls did you bang?
None. I didn't ever get laid while in Wickenburg. I've never been laid in my Wickenburg life.
He had too many teeth for their interest.
he must be one of them shitty kids.
It's because I left at 17. I was
Goddamn
like,
Richie
fucking,
Rich.
I need
I
this
never
You were
money.
trust-
17 and a virgin?
Yeah.
I ain't never trusted
How old were you
somebody
when you
with a
lost your
full
virginity,
set of
Dylan?
chompers.
28.
It's 2017, so maybe next year.
I'm pulling for you, buddy.
Yeah, man. Hoping that shit works out for me,
Yeah, you know,
ladies.
sex is fun.
So we're going to play a little game back on the movie topic, though. We're making this motherfucker watch a movie a week.
Yeah.
Every week, you
And then
guys,
he's going
we're
to
going to make
review
you
it,
watch.
the 2017/2018 review of 25 to 30-year-old shit.
Yep.
Nothing spoilery. What's the cutoff on that? Like
It's all
10
been spoiled
years,
for me, you
12 years?
assholes. Thanks, guys. I was gonna
No,
watch
fuck
Star
that.
Wars,
Spoilers cut
and
off
you guys
at like
spoiled it.
like
A year.
At the most 10 years.
No,
though.
no, because we're
I'm saying like a legacy
Yeah,
spoiler.
yeah, okay,
10
okay.
For
years.
his thing.
Yeah.
he'll watch 2017 movies in 2048.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's because it's going to take him that long to get through the list we give him.
we're gonna
Have
start.
you seen The Goonies?
Yeah,
Oh.
one time.
That's an unavoidable movie, though.
and
It is
and
one of those
and it was
unavoidable
one of
movies.
those situations. Okay, so a lot of the movies.
He's got a lot of these situations.
A lot of the movies that I say yes to, and you guys go, "Oh, okay." It's because somebody went, "You've never fucking seen this movie,"
and made you watch
and
it.
made me right then sit down and watch that movie. Like that's a real thing that's happened to me a lot. People have tried with Star Wars,
So
and
what?
it's not happened.
What movie are we going to make him watch first? What do you think
Well-
is the most important, or at least a good warm up to this experiment?
the staples for me that fuck me up. There's Aliens, Predator, or Ghostbusters.
Aliens the second?
I think Aliens, that's like a jumping off point for a lot of people. And then they went backwards.
It was for me too. Yeah, that's
You know
how
what
I
I
did
mean?
it. Yeah. But
I'm just thinking how I grew up, and I'm fucking way
Aliens-
old.
Aliens is like much more
action-
action.
it's action. The other one's
it's more an
thrill-
action movie.
other one's
Alien is
thriller.
more of a horror.
What about? Have you
thriller,
seen
yeah.
Terminator 1 or 2?
Yeah,
You've
Okay.
seen both, right?
those are the only
Lethal Weapon,
Arnie movies.
Lethal
I've
Weapon.
seen.
Have you seen any of those?
Maybe.
Die Hard.
Yeah,
Okay, which Die Hards?
with Vengeance and
You ain't even seen the first one?
the first one. I'm pretty sure I've seen.
Nakatomi
Nakatomi Towers?
Yeah.
Because
Diving
some
off the top with a fucking fire hose.
white
right?
asshole
Yeah.
threw some other white asshole off a fucking roof.
I've never seen.
All right.
I've never seen Blazing Saddles. Everybody was mad about that one.
You got that clip loaded up?
I do.
Oof. Yeah, do it.
Apparently, this is a good old-fashioned movie.
It's right in the beginning.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here? I heard you people try to get a little track lead, not to jump around like a bunch of Kansas City faggots.
I mean,
Triggered right now.
I feel like I would probably enjoy that movie because it seems very much like the Looney Tunes with racism.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with racism.
with more racism.
yeah.
There's no way they can
And
make that
reverse
shit today.
racism, if you guys buy into that sort of thing. There's plenty of reverse racism.
I want to be there when you watch that because it's been so long that I would probably get a lot out of it again.
Yeah, there's that one was one they were mad about.
For some reason, Predator's fucking me up the most. Out
Yeah.
of
I think
everything.
you should start out on Predator.
It's a fucking like iconic enemy with an iconic.
Good guy. and
guy.
And an iconic crew of good guys that gets killed, too.
Dude,
Come on. What are you waiting for?
You son of a bitch.
So many people would shake my hand
and say that, and you
and
didn't
say
know.
that to
And
me.
you're just like,
Get it?
oh, yeah,
throughout so many years of my life, and I'd just be like, I don't know why everyone does that, but I like it.
That might be.
That's a really cool way to shake my hand, and like I'm sure it's a thing that I don't know.
Think of the possibilities, Dylan. Once you get all these movies watched, memes will make a lot more sense.
But I watch
wow.
Family Guy, dude.
Wow.
I get
Jokes.
it.
So, that's the other thing, that we discussed.
Family Guy touches on all these
But
fucking.
Family Guy might even be funnier because now you've seen the original.
Well, but so yeah, right? Like, so the Star Wars episodes, he's seen those probably a couple of times.
I've seen them a
So
bunch
he
of
knows
times.
the story of
It's
Star
so
Wars.
You get the
referential.
gist.
It
yeah.
is, yeah. I honestly think at some point that you should watch the Star Wars movies.
I think that's what
We need to get a few
the
of these
goal
out of the
is
way.
to get me
What?
to watch that.
So what do you guys say? Predator?
I say Predator first.
Predator
Yeah,
first.
I'm with
He
Predator
needs
first.
to hit the
Should we
whole
throw up a
Schwarzenegger
poll,
box
or should
set.
we just make a call?
No, it's Predator.
Okay.
Fuck him. He's watching Predator.
All right. Predator it is.
Predator is happening sometime between.
Come on!
and
Come
the
on!
next episode.
Yeah, so
Do it! Kill me!
the format we're trying to establish is talk about this dumb dick not seeing shit his whole life, like today, and then he has 6 days to watch and then talk about it the next, and then we'll pick the fucking next one.
Yeah, once a week you get movie homework.
And you can
This
come
is the-
over.
this is what
It'd
it's
be
come
fun.
down to, man.
Get some pizza by Napoli.
It'll be date night.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, Jesus, I can wear my surround sound headsets.
Yes, and we'll stereo fuck your ear holes.
Bro, oh, David,
Jesus Christ, I hate this. God damn it. It's so weird.
you're not down with some ASMR, bro.
No, I don't like it. Can we just
Distract
all right. So I'll watch the movie
We're gonna have to master
then
this episode loud.
we'll recreate the movie
I got you, fam.
doing it with all whispers.
It's transcribed afterwards. It's this one and then the bonus cut.
Gross.
Well, did you like so the Doors? What is it? Riders on the Storm. That song, Riders on the Storm. There's a whisper track throughout the whole. Every word he says, he whispers as well, and then he also does an octave lower. So it's Riders on the Storm the whole fucking time, and you
That's
can
actually
hear
a
it,
recording technique.
Sure,
that's on
sure,
everything.
Yeah.
Your own bands do that.
Yeah, Dave, that happens on most Ghost Walk songs.
Yeah, I know.
It happens on yelling CDs too with the.
Like the inhale squeals
There's always
and the
somebody.
exhale squeals.
Yeah, man, you gotta whisper those squeals too.
Yeah, whisper track the fucking pig squeals.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Fucking whispering.
So it's Predator.
Killing me.
You're gonna watch it maybe Friday night at my place. Some fucking pizzas, some fucking beers, some whiskey.
Well, that's the thing
some
too.
weed.
Maybe, yeah,
We'll do
definitely.
some weed.
Dave Darren, do some weed it. Maybe have some babes and some chicks.
Hey, it's Hot Rock Super Joint.
But if you're gonna,
Gonna watch Commando. No, Predator.
I do think it'd be a good idea for you to watch these movies closer to the next time we record for the podcast.
Oh, I wanna do it the
That way
night
it's
before.
fresh,
We're
yeah.
planning Fridays.
Friday, yeah,
fresh in your
Fridays.
head.
Probably won't happen on Fridays, but
What?
Thursdays.
I don't know, we'll see what happens. I don't know. There's always stuff going on Friday.
Looks like somebody's
It
got a
takes
case
an
of the
hour.
Mondays.
Bullshit.
Hour and a half to 2 hours for a movie, dude.
That's
Especially
why-
with pizza and shit, man. Beers. Come
Yeah.
on. You're going to enjoy yourself.
can
I know
get-
Dylan hates having fun.
We can get pizza and wings from Pizza by Napoli. I'm gonna keep saying their name, and then I'm gonna like bring this to him and be like, "Hey, yo, guys, can we get sponsored here? Like, we're gonna eat your pizza and watch these movies, and then talk about it. And we'll talk
Sponsor us
about
or
how
not, dude.
amazing your pizza is.
That's the
because
best
it's
fucking pizza
so
in the
goddamn
valley.
Good. Oh,
I agree.
I keep thinking about
Ray's is a close second.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
They're a close second.
it. It's
Nope.
not even.
What, I'm not allowed to have a second choice? Like,
You are. I like Ray's. There's a new
But
one
I'm
on
allowed
my
to
work.
disagree with
is
you.
there?
Yes.
On Deer Valley?
Yes.
No
So
shit.
Ray is right up the road from here.
Yeah, I used to go in there all the time as a child.
Well, yeah, because I
Whitman
grew up
has a
out.
thing.
I grew up
No,
out
that's
in
in
fucking
Surprise.
Sticks
It's
too.
not-
And,
No, it's not even Whitman.
It's not Whitman anymore. It's Sun City Surprise area.
Yeah.
oh, yeah, that makes sense. Well, where I grew up out on Carefree Highway and fucking 7th Street, there was a Ray's Pizza, and that's what we always got. And I still fucking to this day love that shit.
Yeah, it's good stuff. But Pizza by Napoli, if you're listening, you're not.
You will
Not
though.
yet.
You will. I'm
keep
gonna
leaving
bring in my
mixtapes on your
mixtape.
counter.
Yeah.
Hot fire mixtape. Dial it.
Hey,
Dude's in
here's
the
my
background
mixtape
cooking
and our
the pizza, like,
download.
Fuck's with all these USBs?
Shit.
I threw on our downloads on there so you can see how many people are listening. You know, is that worth a slice or two? Can I get a
So-
couple free $4 lunch specials, please?
So pizza parties at my place with old movies.
That sounds like a good time.
Yeah. It's 2 hours. You could fucking get
He
in
might
and
have
out.
something more important on a Friday night going on, though. Just saying.
Well, at least till he gets caught up with 4, and then we need to start the sagas. Got to establish the format a little bit with the fucking
Yeah.
a couple, 3, 4 movies, and then we tackle the Star Wars.
Yeah.
Do
Hit
I have
them
to,
trilogies.
Like, with the Star Wars, do I have to do like all of the Star Wars?
Not in one sitting.
No, of course
No,
not.
but I mean like I have to watch everything that they've ever put out.
We should start with episode 4.
No, you have to.
And
That's the rule.
Me and Dave are going back and forth about this. This might be poll worthy somewhere. Is it the original
'Cause we have
Vaseline
VHS,
on the
yeah.
motherfucking screen to hide the tires version, or the fucking CG version where there's that stupid dance number with that shit in the Jabba's
You know, yeah, they totally fucking ruined that. The original one was much better.
Yeah.
that
But
scene with Jabba the Hutt.
Wait,
like
there's
if you
two
can Han
special
Solo steps on his
editions, isn't
tail.
there?
Oh, it's terrible.
what's that?
There's 2 special editions. I think there's one with new CGI and then there's one with new scenes.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. So the new scenes
Whatever
where they,
that musical number is in fucking
It's the worst.
that was the third
Okay.
the third version.
fuck that one. I don't mind them
but so
adding,
we do have all 3 of these available. So
Yes.
I guess we'll probably throw up a poll or something.
Because those old ones,
Well, there's
untouched,
something. Yeah.
fucking old. They filmed as they're flying over the Death Star, Dylan. They filmed with the camera and a guy hanging out of a Volkswagen over a model set lighting off M80s.
Yeah.
Straight up.
And the model set was they went and bought like a bunch of like World War II battleship models and just butchered them all together.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, hanging out the window with the big ass camera.
The third one was a lot of it was, well, not a lot, but the Tatooine scenes are filmed in Yuma.
Yeah.
It's about 20 minutes from here, guys.
They could have filmed here because I'm pretty sure I've never seen Alan go to work, so I'm just convinced he's a moisture farmer now.
He drinks that blue milk.
Blue milk. Yelling at
I go into Wickenburg for power converters.
I was going to go to Wickenburg for power converters.
Jesus. Every night he's just staring at 2 sunsets we don't see that fucking east.
Oh, my fucking
In his little
God.
clothy boots.
Yes. Oh, this is good.
Oh man, this all makes a lot of sense.
You're a dumb fucking dick, dude. We're fixing this.
I'm just over here like, oh yeah, totally. Yeah, I'm part of the gang right now, but I don't know what the
Make
fuck you're
Dylan a
talking
better
about.
person podcast.
Well, it's neat. At least it's not talk shit to Dave today.
Well, you better shut the fuck up or it's gonna be. God damn
Bring
it.
it.
Fucking blood in the water.
Oh shit.
Dave just got mad because we weren't paying attention to him.
What the fuck, you
Wait,
guys?
Wait, you guys are picking on Dylan today? Like, and then he's just going along with it? Like, what is that? Nobody wants
You're
to
not
hear
allowed to do that.
Nobody wants to hear him go along with getting
So
shit
Dave, real talk.
Shoot.
It comes from love. I grew up in a very like everybody attacking each other fucking way.
Yeah.
And what I learned is if they're not talking about you or to you at all, that's when you worry about who your friends are.
Sure.
If everybody's talking shit,
No, yeah. I'm
come
not.
here, fam.
Come on, baby. Bring it on in.
You're gonna have such a good ride home as I'm walking on.
Matt, why are you sitting so close to Dave in the car?
Nobody can see, but I'm sitting really close to him right now.
That's really just in his microphone.
Yeah. I took a solo show on the side for him. So stupid.
We were gonna just act like we have some weird ritual that we do before we do the show, or we all just like whip our dicks out or something, and just do the whole show with our dicks out, and you're just like, this. It's just what we do, dude.
It's for Harambe.
I'd like to resign from my guest spot.
This isn't a guest spot.
I'm glad I got the setup going good for you guys.
I'll see you later.
The podcast. I love you all.
I'm gonna go play my Switch.
I'm going to go play the Switch in the corner while I stare at Dave's calves. That's creeping me out my own damn ears. Dude.
I know, I can't take it. We're banned from whispering. I can't fucking do it anymore.
Sorry,
It's
everyone.
killing me.
Well,
That's
apparently,
ASMR.com.
Yeah, apparently
Hey.
I don't get off on that shit.
Yeah.
Alan, that YouTube video had 600,000 views, and we're working on our 18th listener.
Yeah.
That's y'all's podcast. I'm saying ours because I edit this bitch.
No, yeah, you're part of the deal.
I'm gonna have like a monthly check-in. to
Yeah.
see what's up.
You commented
cool.
from the Facebook page, so
Yeah, now you're tied. the
I'm only
fuck
an
in.
admin so I can upload that goddamn video at the top cover photo.
shit.
Because it's like it says the dimensions to make it, but it's not fucking right. It always
Right.
has like a giant black bar on the side. You're like, you fucking told me how to do it. And
You
it's
just
not
got
right.
Zuckerberg.
You got zucked.
I got zucked right in the A.
If I get banned again, I think it's for 3 months. Just saying.
Is it Zuck holding?
Stop arguing on Facebook.
Well,
about
why do you think
communism
I don't
with
fucking say it? It works great on paper.
It's failed everywhere, but it's on paper, though.
What were you saying yesterday? You had like a whole bunch of fake accounts for a while.
Oh yeah. Like after my first couple of surgeries and shit, I was like a hermit down in the basement over at that other house I used to live in. I was an admin for some troll pages, Christians for Michelle Bachmann.
That's a classic.
That's a good page.
Chess Strongwell and Republican Family Values, and I was
That's a
kind
great
of
name.
I was kind of their like Photoshop guy, and it was like super hot during the election year and everything. Like that was a busy time, so I was like doing a bunch of stupid Photoshop hack jobs of fucking Mitch McConnell as a turtle and shit like that.
Which election?
And I had this other page, the Mighty Monarch is
that one.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I photoshopped some shit for them
Yeah,
and gave
yeah,
them
you
to
did.
you.
And
satellite
I
on
used
that
to have folks that would come to my page and like talk shit, and so I I found a folder the other day. I had a folder of like random dildos and shit like that, pictures of obviously, and buttholes. And I would anytime like
You just have a butthole folder?
yeah, I had, like different hues for different peoples or whatever, you know. Because what I do is they come talking shit, and I wouldn't even wait anymore. I just Photoshop a butthole over their mouth, and then like post it to their fucking to the thread. And oh man, Facebook did not like that. I went through like I had to figure out like an alt system, and I cycled through 6 or 8 email addresses and a whole bunch of different accounts. Like it was rough. I'll tell you what.
He's on some lists.
Imagine.
Why is there 14 emails from this one?
Imagine Dave getting arrested and they have to seize his computer for evidence.
Buttholes and dildos.
And this poor dude at the FBI headquarters has to fucking surf through his fucking butthole folder.
So when you're in the Photoshop meme game, your Google search is fucked.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, it's horrible.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Your asset folders are terrible.
Yep.
This is how me and Matt became friends.
Yeah.
Matt's done some great shit, like in some Photoshop wars.
The
Alex Jones shit. What'd you? A bunch of dudes.
I
like,
had Trump butt fucking Alex Jones.
yes,
Pulling
so
his hair
good.
back.
Yes, so good.
What's crazy about yours is you can probably get somebody convicted with some of your Photoshop work because your attention to detail is so insane that like you're like, that's real. You can't fake that.
Dylan.
It looks too good.
That MFB Photoshop he did of Men in Beck.
Men in bed.
I forgot about
That was a good one.
That was good.
That was a good one. There was one of me.
Dylan talks shit, so I had him. I found a porno still of a guy getting it, balls licked. I removed the girl, put him, and then I put Mundo in the background in a mirror, a reflection of him taking pictures of it.
Yeah, it looked like he was legitimately there
Yeah, that
taking a
one.
picture in a mirror that was looking at us.
If you
Holy
still have
shit.
those, we need them.
But fuck you. I made it my profile picture
Yep.
because I wasn't going to fucking take your bullshit.
take
That
that.
was a drunken bar night.
Yeah, 20 minutes later, Facebook's like, hey,
You notice that
hey
a lot
man,
of
get out of here.
You can't
can't
do
do
that.
a lot of Nisbet's Photoshops end up like he's trolling you, but the troll is so good
That it's
a lot of
worth-
people make it their profile picture.
Yeah. The Matt the Punisher Miller.
That's a fucked up thing that he's doing. He gets us to troll ourselves.
Yeah.
I put the Domino's delivery thing on top of Marshall Beck's car.
That one's great.
He's all posing with his car.
I'm so fucking tough.
Marshall Beck, man.
Mom's neighborhood's hella nice.
Yeah, we gotta drop the link to his artist page or something.
Oh, hey, real quick. How you said you have all these aliases on Facebook now?
Well, I had. I'm
Well,
still.
can we name your weekly name? Can it be Dave Actual?
Yeah, I like
Dave
that.
Actual.
Dave Actual.
Hey, we didn't give him one this week. What is he this week?
Disgruntled Dave.
No,
Disgruntled
you guys
Dave?
yeah.
All right, we'll go the easy route on that. Disgruntled Dave. If I'll think of something better.
If he's reading a book in that fucking Ghost Walk calendar with his shirt off, he's dignified Dave.
Dignified Dave.
Dad Beer Dave has to be a.
Ooh, yeah. Why didn't you?
That,
we
you know
didn't
what?
thought about
What are you
that.
drinking today? A Miller Lite?
Yeah,
He's
Dad beers, baby.
Dad
I think
Beer
you could be
Dave.
Dad Beer Dave today.
I like Dad Beer Dave. That's my favorite
Yeah.
nickname for him.
Yeah, that's Dad Beard Dave's the
That's
one. at the-
humble Dave.
That's the one. He's out on the town with you. He's got his fucking dress flops on. And he's fucking drinking beers, watching music, talking shit. It's good.
What was
Top 5 Daves easily.
Yeah, it's one of the top 5 days for sure.
what we were saying earlier? The movie 28 Daves Later.
28 Daves
28
later.
Daves later.
We were
God
talking
damn
about
it.
the movie shit when they were picking me up. And Cheyenne was trying to help. Cheyenne's my wife, by the way. But anyway, fucking, we were looking at the horror section and Dylan's like 28 Daves later. And it's just like all these different versions of Dave. Like one's stuck tapping on loop pedals. The other one's
Turning my
Shit.
the
delays
other
on
one's
and off.
arguing about communism.
One of them's fixing the volume on his fucking patches and his
yeah,
pedal.
one of them's perpetually bent over forever adjusting his processor.
Every goddamn band
That's
practice.
accurate.
Yeah.
It's like the Baskin Robbins of flavors of Dave.
This would be.
I just got a good deal on Craigslist on this semi-hollow body.
31 Davers.
That's all he says over and over. Just one of them.
Is it Baskin Robbins 31 Davers?
31. Oh my God. That was
the
the
fuck
podcast,
outta here.
everybody. I'm sorry.
Fuck out of here.
Once we fix him with movies, this won't happen.
Yeah. No,
Sorry. I apologize for that last one.
So good.
Oh, man.
These Lagunitas are on point.
Yeah, that should be fun. I'm looking forward to it, actually. I'm looking forward to people being mad at me because it's the thing that I'm
People
good at.
usually are.
The thing that I'm good at is disappointing people.
Yeah.
So it's just a natural.
At least you recognize that you're good at
I
it.
told you to make a solo album last night and call it Disappointing by Design.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
I'm disappointing by design.
It's a good band name.
It
It
is.
is.
At least you like.
Failure was already taken.
Yeah.
Fuck. Holy shit.
It's like I'm reliving a childhood.
Yeah. You get a childhood that everybody else had
Except for I know that.
with electricity and plumbing this time.
Yep.
Shit's lit.
It, like straight up, I just
Wait a second. I thought you said no puns.
I flip a switch, shit gets lit.
Shit gets lit.
I own a MacBook now. I'm fucking
Right? Yeah, you're
moved
like
up in the world.
I'm surprised that you did so well being from where you're from.
You could have been that guy
Yeah.
struggling in the street as we left that gas station.
No. As we're driving past him, he's trying to hitchhike, and you just fucking no. Sorry.
Playing the worst house music.
Yeah.
So we stop at the corner fucking gas station here in Whitman on the way out to Allen's
To get the
And-
beers?
To get the beers,
And they have Subway in it too, and I
Yeah.
wanted Subway, and that took fucking forever.
You don't get anything from that Subway. It's a bad idea.
No, it's too late.
I already
It's in
ate
their
half of
guts.
it.
And so we're leaving this place,
That
right?
look freaked
And
me
Matt's
out.
got
I
his
was like-
iPad plugged into my auxiliary cord, you know, and he's got that pad app where he's making fucking techno. And he's making techno like half the way to your house, and it's like for some reason he didn't have all the stuff that he'd bought, so he's kind of stuck with these house, you know,
Super generic.
shitty-
super
generic
generic beats, you know.
loops.
Yeah, but it's ridiculously fun anyway. So as we're pulling out of the gas station, right, like he rolls his window down after he gets everything turned on and ready or whatever, and he's rolling his window down as we're rolling out, so everybody, and he cranks the volume, and he's just like fucking bumping this horrible techno, horribly hilarious techno. And as we're pulling out, there's this guy just fucking crossing this like street kitty corner, taking his fucking time. You could tell he was swerving drunk. Kind of looked like Kerry King if he didn't have money. And he's like waving at us as we're pulling by, right? And I slow down just a little bit, you know, because I thought he might say something funny. But Matt's just like, nope. And then I gun it and we take off.
It's so fucked up. It was funny, but fucked
Yeah,
up.
it was. Well, I mean, we had shit to do. We were already late. I was late picking you guys up, and then we hung around and watched fucking Matt play Street Fighter.
Dave had to call Tim at his bank to make sure he could get gas.
Yeah.
Hey, Tim. We'll be doing some traveling today.
Ooh, here
Pull
we
out
go.
the parking spot.
Turn it up.
Roll all the windows down.
in Whitman, Arizona.
This type of techno reminds me of that scene in Super Troopers.
Oh, totally.
You know why I pulled you over?
You want the mustache
Because
ride?
we were driving way too fast.
Way too fast. Yeah.
So this dude's slurring his words, falling all over in the street. And Dave slows down because he's waving him over. And I was like, kind of thinking, what the fuck's Dave doing? I was rolling my window because I was going to be like, cars are faster.
Yeah, just
Something stupid.
be a dick to some pedestrian.
But Dave almost stops and I go, nope.
And then I got it. We're gone.
And as he drives away, he just hears,
It's so fucked up.
it was a really weird moment you couldn't plan.
No. That's the best, like, on the fly type of shit.
It's ridiculous. Funny though.
Hilarious.
It was good times.
God.
That's how we go fucking Whitman style.
You gotta roll hard in Whitman.
I like how the story includes this guy who's like swerving ass drunk, and that was probably at what, noon?
No, not even.
was it?
Oh, dude, that was like
10:15.
10:15, man.
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, he was like
I
stumbling
mean,
across
hey,
the
let's
road.
not judge the guy though. We were buying beer.
You were
Okay.
buying it. You weren't already
Yeah.
fucking.
That's
With
true.
our bank account.
Let's
I
not
think-
judge the guy. He looked like Kerry King if he didn't have money.
I think he had a beer in his hand.
Yeah.
No, he did.
He was brown bagging
He was
it.
brown bagging it, walking across walking towards the old
His flip flops
Desert
are
road.
hella torn up, and so are the bottom.
Guys
of
should
his
have picked him
fucking
up. He
feet.
could have been a guest today.
Oh my god! Sit down right.
Yeah, just have a seat, bro. Just go with it.
and then just whisper at him the whole time.
Yeah.
He's just super big eyed. He's like, "Are you guys gonna kill me in this basement?"
Yeah, why am I? Why
So
there's a
listen
fucking
here.
basement out here.
We're gonna
It's a floodplain.
we're gonna run a series of experiments on you with this this technique called ASMR.
Peel his eyes open like a
Blow
Clockwork
his
Orange, which
fucking
Dylan hasn't
mind.
fucking seen.
I have not seen A Clockwork Orange.
God.
Wow, a Clockwork Orange, really?
Yeah, I don't. Everyone's like, that movie really fucks with your head, and I'm like, I don't want to watch it. Then I don't want any fuck with my head.
Yeah, because you don't. Yeah, Jesus Christ, man. Have you ever been uncomfortable before? Ever?
Most of the time when you're drunk at a show, because I know that I'm gonna have to hashtag me too all over that place.
Dave is gonna definitely give you a hashtag Me Too story if he's inebriated.
I'm drawn to you, Dylan. I can't help it.
Dadbeard Dave gets a little touchy, man.
It's like a magnet in my ass, and you're wearing metal gloves.
Your gun is digging into my hip.
It's just a hog rooting for truffles, man.
Oh shit. Oh fuck it, eh?
Anyway,
Yeah, I've been uncomfortable plenty of times. It's just I don't know. I just don't
Do you
watch
ponder
movies,
that?
man. I
Do you
don't
ever
know.
ponder it? Do you ever like take in that cognitive
he's like,
dissonance?
define ponder.
What these Bondar?
Or do you just like ignore it as quickly as you can and move on to the next thing?
In layman's
No,
terms, it's do you ever think about
I'm
that?
in my
Dylan?
head a lot. I think about all the things too much, and then that's why the movies that freak me out, the like ones where you get all in your
Fucking
head, and then
sensitive.
I think that I'm
didn't
crazy.
know how sensitive you were.
That I'm going to be in a basement in Whitman, fucking hanging from a ceiling.
It's a lot to deal with.
Some crazy shit happened in a movie. You never know.
All right.
That's not real. I'm honestly just making shit up as I go. I don't
Please
know.
don't-
I've just never seen the movie.
Hey, don't kill yourself in my basement.
It's the only basement I know of.
Right? There are no basements in Phoenix, folks, yet we're in one.
It's going to be fucking Saturday morning. You're going to roll down in the basement getting ready for the podcast, and I'll already be hanging around.
I
don't think
God damn it.
No fucking puns. What the fuck? That's both you guys now. I got shit last time.
Your puns are terrible.
I would never kill
Puns
myself.
are terrible, period. That's the point of them. It's like the lowest form of humor. That's why, like, it's a step below dick and fart jokes.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Puns
it
are
is.
great.
But Dave's feel like
I
they're
love
forced
them.
on you. Like it's like
That's
pun rape.
That's the point.
Pun rape,
Yes. Oh, pun rape.
Pun
That's
rapist?
fucking good, Alan.
pan-terrorism, and pun rapists.
Jesus.
Before anybody
Christ.
kills himself right here, you might need to put a support.
Yeah,
beam,
there's no
'cause
support.
That looks like
it just
it's
pulls your house
It
down.
looks like it's
around
bringing
you.
the kitchen down.
That's all that's
Yeah.
for. That has no structural purpose other than to tie a noose around it.
We're going to have these weird private messages of people concerned about us.
I apologize for anybody that has previously hung themselves, but they're not listening.
Yeah. Ouch. Good. Good.
It's true.
Yeah, that I think like got everything back together. We're all good.
Carlin
square.
has a bit about killing yourself, and it made me think that I would never drive this far just to do that. Like, by the time I got out here, I would have thought about the whole thing, and
Maybe
like
things aren't so bad.
I'd like get to the dirt road and be like, I don't even, that fucking washboard, I gotta get like 18 miles an hour.
My
and
car's
just,
gonna be dirty for the rest of the fucking week. Just
how's my car gonna get home? Like, somebody's gonna have to fucking drag me out of here and carry me up the stairs.
So I got a little something to say on that, I guess, on a serious tip.
please tell me you're thinking about killing yourself.
Jesus Christ.
I had a good friend of mine kill himself this year, and it was rough, you know, whatever. But the thing about it is to make light of it, you know, like to crack a joke is.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
It is absolutely terrible, and a lot of people are gonna hurt over it when it happens randomly. But for me, to crack a joke is to, you know, that's to make it okay somehow for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's because we're all fucked up people, Dave.
That is true. That is true. I'm a fucked up person.
Yeah.
I am quite literally your grade A piece of shit, folks.
I like that we add in our own disclaimers after saying something fucked up so we don't have to do it later.
Oh yeah.
Let's just knock that out. Like,
No, let's just get out of the way now.
If I end
conscious enough to be like, oh, I shouldn't have said that probably out loud. So, hey, guys, I'd like to say I'm sorry for the words that
that are coming out of my mouth.
This is recorded, so it's fact.
And not for human
Yes.
consumption
Held
does
up
not.
held up in
Yeah,
court.
not for human consumption does not condone or endorse the views of any individual within the podcast.
If my demise is my own, you guys have full clearance to roast me.
Okay. Yeah. Same here.
That's
same
what-
here.
that's what
Nothing-
Ralphie
nothing-
May said.
and- Yeah. Nothing's off limits.
Ralphie May said that. He's like, when I die, player, you know, and all the comedians fucking were ruthless when he died. It was hilarious. And they're like, people would like, what? I can't believe they're saying that. Like, no, you can find interviews where he says the words like, roast me. I want people to just fucking be ruthless when I'm dead. So
Yeah.
all the jokes were about, you know, because he's a giant fat guy.
You know
theme
his
music in the
demise
background.
is inevitable.
Yeah.
What got him? I wonder. Gee.
No, he had a heart attack
Yeah. Huh. Strange.
in a hotel room in Vegas.
Wait. You mean? Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't very surprising. That dude
It's
weighed.
like, whoa, dude, it's a conspiracy. Prince is dead. Holy shit. You mean a guy who ate fucking pills for breakfast is dead? Like, wow.
Yeah.
Do we got
No,
some,
he knew something.
Yeah. What did he know about Hillary Clinton?
He knew something.
we have some
The
heavy
emails.
conspiracy friends, you guys.
Oh, I know it. I know
Dave's
it.
wearing a
I-
T-shirt that says "I read your email."
Or read. It's one or the other. It could be ongoing.
could be.
I think we're gonna have a conspiracy episode, and we're gonna get one of our craziest fucking conspiracy friends.
We have
Manny
flat Earth
on?
friends somewhere.
Can we get Manny on?
Why not?
He did pull me aside after one of our pretty successful shows, and he goes, man, if you ever don't hear from me, just get your loved ones and get out.
This is right after we played, like right after.
Like sweaty
And
and like half puking because I drink a lot before we go on.
Right.
And I'm like, "Buh." I know a lot of people on the inside.
Of what? Where?
If you ever don't hear from me, you got to get your loved ones and get out.
That's weird.
China's coming.
yeah, no,
Jesus.
you played great tonight.
Yeah, nothing like
just
that.
straight
yeah.
up.
Hey, great
China's
show,
coming.
bro. Like, now can we talk serious? No, it wasn't even that. It was like,
China's coming. Get out.
dude, what does it take to get there? What does it take to be in that guy's head?
I don't know. We'll have to ask him.
You know what I think? Watching Star Wars is gonna let me know if the moon landing was real or not.
What?
Because I'll be able to look at the special
The
effects they
curvature of
did.
the Death Star.
Dylan,
So I'll be
it's-
like, I mean, it looks close enough that I could think that they're
that's not even accurate. It's in a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck.
and it
They
was
don't have
like
our moon.
forever ago.
Yeah.
in the future past, right?
They don't have our moon.
They have Endor.
Our past was their peak of civilization, where flying to other planets is like going to fucking Circle K, which is a shitty gas station.
What is the shitty gas station in Star Wars?
There goes
Does it
our
have a
fucking
name?
Circle K sponsorship, Matt. Thanks.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, you never know.
So
if
close
some
to fucking inking that deal. It's gone.
You never know if some fucking New Jersey guy's listening that goes to the Wawa.
That's true. Yeah, we are on the internet, I guess.
It's like Domino's. Remember their whole thing was saying how bad they used to suck?
Yeah.
Remember when they did that? They're like, we
Yeah.
were sorry. We were terrible. But now we're not.
But
and
now
we have
we're
pizzas
not.
for you get 3 pizzas
Liar.
for $4.99.
Dude, who's ever's running the Wendy's Twitter is fucking killing it.
That
Oh,
motherfucker's
yes.
genius, dude.
The only thing better than Wendy's Twitter, and it's not official, is Nihilist Arby's. But Wendy's Twitter
Nihilist Arby's
kills
is
it.
fucking great.
Did you
I
see what
love that
KFC did?
KFC's had some good shit.
No, they followed the Five
Yes,
Spice
the
Girls.
old, the Five
and
Spice Girls
guys
and
named
6
Herb.
guys named Herb. Yeah, that's
Yep.
it. That's the
That's
only
the
people
only
they
thing that
follow on
follows.
Twitter. Yeah,
And then
and it took people a couple of years to notice that.
the guy that found it out, they painted him an epic painting.
That
of
is
him
so
being like
fucking
held up by the
cool.
Colonel with like all this like epic internet shit in the background.
That's,
Oh, I
that's
love it.
amazing.
11 herbs and spices.
3 episodes in, we're all trying to get sponsors.
KFC, Circle K.
Yeah,
Pizza-
KFC.
pizza.
I don't want none of that Chick-fil-A.
Pizza by Napoli, man.
Pizza
That's
by
the only one I
Napoli.
care about.
The Miller Lite people won't hear this because we have technology and teeth.
Dude, I was in fucking Ohio not too long ago. That place is 1994.
That's kind of cool, though.
It's not. 94 sucked.
The towers were up.
Come on, yeah, dude.
New metal was easy to write and market.
Yeah.
It was the early stages of new metal
Yeah.
before Limp Bizkit.
Chester was
You could
still
buy
alive.
stock in Adidas.
Yeah, you could wear Adidas and not get called, some Slav like, hey,
Slav.
brother.
Speaking of Arby's, did you see that they bought Buffalo Wild Wings?
Uh-huh.
Where
Really?
did Arby's get money from?
I know. There's like 3 Arby's in town.
That was one of the responses I saw. Is somebody was like, Arby's bought Buffalo Wild Wings for $4 billion.
Yeah, it was
and the
like
comment
in
was,
the billions.
where the fuck did Arby's get $4 billion?
I don't know anyone that's like, had Arby's today.
The only time I would go to Arby's was when they would have that 5 for $5 deal. And that was it.
They never do that anymore.
They don't do it anymore.
They
so-
can't, man. It's 2017. Fucking shit's expensive nowadays.
I have one by
Why
my
does everything
house.
gotta cost so much money?
I eat Arby's once every 4 or 5 months. And then I go, oh, my stomach hurts.
Well,
But that
one,
tastes really good.
You'll spend $18 and the food you get is like a sample.
Yeah,
Right.
you get one sandwich for fucking all this money, and it's like
And a
just
small
roast beef
fry.
sandwich.
Like, what the fuck is this?
Burnt curly fries.
Yeah.
Fucking
Good job, Arby's. Somehow they have $4 billion.
Well, I last time I went to Arby's was actually with Matt not too long ago, and it was it was on that Saturday where they had the the game burger or game sandwich or the free elk. Yeah, it was.
It's like elk.
Yeah,
The deer?
I
Was
didn't
it
get
deer?
it. Matt
Or was
did.
it elk?
They have $4 billion because that sandwich was $12 and it was like 2 ounces.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. Like,
It was elk.
Arby's
Yeah, it was an
meals
elk
are
steak
fucking
sandwich,
waste.
right? Is that what
That
it
was like
Milk
a fucking
steak?
double
Elk.
whammy.
They said milk steak.
blue milk steak sandwich
Arby's was like, all right, we're going to release the sandwich, and then we're going to buy Buffalo Wild.
Yeah.
with the proceeds.
That thing
$12
was-
just for the sandwich.
Because it was right after it.
Yeah, and it was awful.
How many sandwiches do we need to sell to buy Buffalo Wild Wings for $4 billion? Carry the one. 14. All right.
We bought 2 sandwiches and my bill was $19.50.
Yeah, and I didn't even get one of those sandwiches.
No.
I got one of them roast beef
Dude,
things.
the Subway, I got my foot long and yours 6-inch, and it was $18. I don't know how. It was $18. I'm like, what the fuck? Whatever. It's
Oh, the
Whitman.
Subway up here that's
Yeah.
attached to the gas station is expensive as fuck.
Why you gotta say your sandwich is bigger, dude?
Because I'm just hungrier than you.
God damn.
I'm more hungry.
You're so hungry.
Hey, we said no more of that.
You were banned.
Gross.
Oh, man.
But yeah, that was...
So what'd you do this weekend, Alan?
Not a goddamn thing.
Nothing.
Nothing.
It is Saturday in the middle of the day. But,
Yeah, we're still halfway through the weekend, you know?
well, a whole week happened.
Like,
too.
if I still want to eat mushrooms and go mountain bike riding, I could, but I don't think I'm gonna.
Dude, we're recording before people are waking up on a Saturday.
We're
Well,
adults.
That's terrible.
Please-
Remember when we had ghost walk practice at 10:30?
I love that shit.
Yeah, me too.
It's a lot easier
Out of
to...
there by 1. Like, fuck yeah, I got
It's
the whole
fucked up,
day.
dude. I'm such a morning person, but I play in bands, and bands play at night. Like, I'm most creative, most on point after I've smoked a little weed and had some coffee and an egg or something. Like,
And an egg.
And one.
whatever, it's a protein.
Egg.
I don't fucking know. Whatever.
You gotta eat,
Fuck
man.
off. Yeah, shit.
Why an egg?
motherfucker.
You could have just said, and get a little something to eat. But
'Cause eggs
an
Get
egg.
a little something to eat is more syllables than an egg.
An egg is so specific and kind of
Well,
gross.
because sometimes I eat an egg. As a matter of fact, I had an egg this morning.
Dave's just talking how people talk, Alan.
He's not doing it right.
Come on, man. Come on.
Do some weed.
Do some weed.
God damn it.
The best part of Saturday morning is I'm ending a 12-hour gaming session and I see Dave on my Facebook and I'm like, I'm going to bed. He's like, I'm going hiking with your wife. I'm like, thanks. And then I go to bed.
Yeah, I left the game chat last night at 3 a.m. and Matt's like, oh, I'm going to play some Street Fighter. I'm like, okay, see you in the morning.
Wrecking fools. I think I day drank too much to go to the Cobra Barcade.
Was
there another tournament?
Yeah, it's random fighters. They just put you on anything.
I'm going to
Okay.
the APS Electric Light Parade downtown tonight with my spawn.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Got to do the kid
Yeah,
family thing.
guys. I
went to that once.
Dylan's reproduced. Shudder.
Joe Arpaio walked past where we were sitting and shook my hand.
Where you're like, thanks for letting me stay in your tent.
A bald eagle cried that day.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was like right after I got out of that.
Did you shed a
fucking-
tear when they're like, we're closing Tent City down?
Actually, yeah. And I
Wait,
You're
what?
like, I got guns buried.
no. Look at it this way. If I had to go to jail again and I had the option of going into like a normal jail, like with cells and it's indoors and shit, or Tent City, I go to Tent City.
Even when it's 118 out at 10 p.m.
Yep.
What time of year were you there?
He was there during
July
the summer.
17th to
July.
September 1st.
Oh, so you were in it.
I was in it.
Damn. And
He
you're
got to
in-
leave for work though.
Yeah, that's true.
In the hottest part of the day, you were in air conditioning.
Yeah,
The weekends though.
but the weekends I was there all
So,
day.
but how was the weekends?
It was hot.
It sucked.
It was hot.
Yeah.
he was
But-
Camping.
My ex-wife,
bunch of
I picked her up
criminals.
for work furlough or whatever the fuck it was for goddamn 2 weeks. That sucked.
he was delayed getting into our band Virulent because he had to finish his Tent City stint.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
That's right.
I got this guy, but he's done some time.
And before, and before I went in, I had to quit a band that I was in because I was going to be gone for months.
In Lago, were you in Lago then?
Yeah.
Oh, you quit Lago
To go to
to
jail.
go to Tent City,
to jail.
and then you came out.
Then
in
you ended
Virulent?
up in Virulent. That's at Virulent.
So I don't know if he won or
Slash-
lost or lost then won.
Lago
It's a
just
wash.
signed a unique
It's a wash.
leader records.
It's a
and
wash.
It's a wash, yeah.
That's a bummer. And I don't know. Yeah,
Everybody gets to make no money at music.
They just have a piece of paper that confirms that they're not going to make any money playing music.
We kind of do too, though, so it doesn't matter.
You're wearing their shirt.
Yep. Like, hey, when we handed our stuff over, we were actually making money on it. Can we have some of that money now that we split it to you?
yeah, but
We'll get back to you.
Yeah, let me get the guy that does our books to email you.
are you guys supporting the podcast scene, brother?
Brother, you should really support
I don't
the
know how to
local
do anything-
podcast scene.
Not like being in a band, so I'm like, where do I like promote? Do I have to sell tickets for this thing? Or
I know, right?
yo, check out my band
It's
podcast.
so easy to like whore this out. Like, you don't have to play a show.
There's got to be
you know,
sites or
you know.
something to post it on.
You know, it'd be
Sure,
funny
sure,
to
but-
external stuff.
promote every
What?
episode like if it was a show. Put up a Facebook
Flyers
invite and
and- yeah.
for
flyers.
the episodes. That would actually be pretty cool.
It would.
Man, that's
So
a lot of
fucking
work for Matt to
tedious.
do.
I'm not doing any of that.
Me either. I got shit to do.
To be honest with you, that's like one of the reasons why I like doing this so much is just because I don't have to do any of that
Hey, here's
shit.
an episode. You want to hear us talk or not? Nope.
No.
Cool.
Cool, whatever, don't
care.
bother me.
Hey,
Still did it
hey,
anyway.
Can you download it anyway so that it looks better?
Yeah, pat our numbers
Yeah,
a little
Yeah,
bit.
just pad the numbers,
Hey.
you guys. Come on.
Just
Come on,
all you
stroke
gotta
our fucking
do-
egos.
Click the subscribe button, download them, and then just comment like, "Hey, good episode,"
great-
and
great
we'll
time,
believe
guys.
you. We'll believe you, and we'll feel better about ourselves.
How many minutes are we in right now? Because I want to know where this desperate plea is. I want to hear if people
about an hour?
About an hour in.
Okay, an hour
Yeah,
in.
about an hour.
All right.
Like, look, everybody that listens, just mute your phone, find it, click that little circle button for repeat, and go to bed.
Yeah,
Please.
make sure you're on Wi-Fi first, just because I don't
Yeah,
want
you don't want to eat up
Yeah,
I
your
don't want to kill your
data.
Wi-Fi.
Log into the
Your
waifu.
waifu.
Oh, fuck.
That there was a band
She
that like
squats to take a shit, you guys.
wasn't there a band that like
They all
cheesed
do.
Spotify like that and got
Yeah.
made a bunch of money?
Oh, no, somebody put out like an hour of silence and just killed it on Spotify plays and made like $100,000.
What
God damn
the
it.
fuck?
Yeah, Spotify's like, "Oh, we fixed it." Thanks for letting us know that.
Yeah,
that's
thanks
a
for
real
breaking
thing.
our shit so we can fix it. Yeah, I'm the only Spotify user in here, aren't I? You guys are all Apple Music, yeah.
Yeah, fucking troglodyte.
Yeah.
Even Alan, living in Whitman,
I
has
know,
Apple
even
Music.
Alan. I do have an iPhone though. At least there's a,
He probably
whatever.
he has an iPhone.
It's-
He probably has Google Play Music on that motherfucker.
No, I use Spotify.
Yuck.
I'm not going to cheerlead for either company. I just like what I like.
Yeah.
Well, I did before I got Spotify. I got Apple Music, but it was on that LG phone I had, and it didn't play fucking nice.
That
It
LG phone was not the greatest.
No, it wasn't absolutely. But
This
so
is
then
a
I got
fucking
Spotify.
gimmick, man. That
So
whole
then
phone is a goddamn gimmick.
Well, it's the same thing. It was like the same.
I
thing
had
as
that
a-
exact
as a-
one for a
Yeah,
second.
no, I remember. It's the same thing as like a G4 or something like that. It was just curved, and I got it for fucking like $28. So sure. But when I got an iPhone, I had already had Spotify, so I wasn't going to switch. I don't know. It just works.
You can just see the production team getting together with that phone and be like, so you like keeping your phone in your pocket, right? What if we made it even more uncomfortable to keep it in your pocket?
What's it called? The LG Ed or LG Curve?
Flex.
Flex.
The
That's
Flex.
what. And it did flex. It flexed like a motherfucker.
I wonder whose butt cheek they modeled the first curve off of.
I don't know. It might as well have been mine. It was nice.
It's like perfect.
Yeah, I liked it back
You got to
there.
send a mold in to
You
get
got
your
that,
phone.
Right.
Like,
Ooh, that's a good idea.
You got that supple back end.
Ooh,
Supple turret.
if you guys could see. If you guys could see, you'd never fucking watch.
That's gonna be the cover photos. Just your
My butt.
freshly shroomed biked buns.
with body paint. I want to see you with some body paint.
Gross.
I'm down with that.
This calendar is going to be great.
What was that ding?
That was,
So I'll have the library with a pipe, and maybe like a bearskin rug or something, and then I'll have the mountain bike pose. Right.
Can we do one of those poses where all four of us are in the picture and we're all like...
Of course, we're gonna have to. There's only 4 of us.
We're like, all of our
we got
arms
months to
are
fill.
sticking out a different way and our heads are all out. So like... but we're all naked.
I'm down with that.
All right.
You're in front though, because you're the shortest.
That's fine. I'm not
full
scared.
frontal Dylan in a
Full
calendar.
frontal Dylan.
Will sell millions.
At that wedding when we made him stand on the curb.
Yes, so good. Yes,
Shot that shit like
so
a Tom
good.
Cruise flick, dude.
Yep.
They were all about a foot
crate.
taller than Dylan.
Go
and
get that milk crate.
Once you see Interview with a Vampire, you'll get that.
we take a picture with Dylan while he's standing up on a step, and we're all on the next step down, and we all look about the same height.
Yep.
Not a large person.
No, he's not. And you can tell by the size of his vocal cords, people.
The look and sound of that killed me, dude.
It's because when I was like 16, 17, I was like 5'5", 5'6" sounds good.
Yeah, I'll stay right here.
130 pounds?
That's like the
great.
settlers when they're... Yeah, never mind.
I'll just stay there because I had a choice
Just
in
like
it.
hard smoke cigarettes to stun it. Like, I like this.
That's why I don't drink coffee because I drank it from age 12 to 16 every day.
When you
Because
get
I
a
was
large...
doing that shit when I was 13, drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes.
Stunned my growth. It was a
Stunting
cool
my
thing to
growth.
do in Whitman.
Dylan starts smoking to retroactively give himself a low birth weight.
It's like when you want a large breed puppy to stop at like this big.
Yeah.
Like everyone says when
Put
you
him
get
in a small
older,
crate to sleep every night.
you let yourself go. So I just start
like a
early
fucking
and
fish
just-
tank. Keep a small fish tank.
You slept in a small room in bed. We don't have a lot of roof out here in Wickenburg. Just get in the dog crate, Dylan.
My feet were bound so I couldn't take large steps.
Bound.
You got those little like Japanese girl feet or whatever. And the wood clogs.
Gross. Those are so gross, you guys.
Dylan was a geisha before he came to America.
So many Photoshop ideas just flew
Oh
into
my
my fucking
God,
head.
you guys.
Really, I was just a Russian gymnast.
Plant the seeds.
The Russian gymnast.
I don't
many
get my
flip,
period anymore because I...
Many testosterone vodka shots.
Oh, shit.
Dylan has not had period in many months.
But look at him flip.
Matt almost
almost
just
killed
spit
Matt.
beer everywhere.
I almost killed him.
Fucking kudos to you, Matt. That looked tough.
Shit.
I just almost wrecked his laptop. Oh my god.
Please do not wreck laptop.
What else? What else is going on? What'd you do this weekend, Matt?
I played so much Street Fighter,
Yeah.
practicing
I really want to get in on this
Tekken 7.
cabinet.
Yeah, I want to build a cabinet, an arcade cabinet that has a regular PC monitor. Get one of them PlayStation Slims. Load all the fighting games on that. Slap my fight stick on it so I can stand up and practice that shit.
And
Yo.
then set it on top of a...
There's something different sitting down.
Put
A
a
kegerator.
Dude, put a square reader on it and make people fucking
So
slice.
EA can charge me every time I want to play a game they didn't make.
Microtransactions.
You call EA and be like, how do I set up my
How do
Square
I
to just link
do
to your
my-
bank account?
Hey, how do I do crates?
Dude, arcades are the original microtransaction,
Right?
though.
25 cents, man.
Yeah, but those things are still fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how many quarters you got to shove into something? Like back then, they were charging like $5,000 for a thing or more.
Right. Right.
And it was licensed.
Yeah, well, yeah, because then one, it was a licensed thing, and that was the only way to get the game.
Yeah.
And then two, the technology within it just to make the fucking game work was like top of the line.
Yeah, I'm looking into getting like a Raspberry Pi thing so I can just get all the fighting games and slap it into there.
That's the way to do it. I don't know
Gotta
shit
learn some
about.
Linux.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know shit about programming one of those though. That's
not
gonna be
hard.
the learning curve.
But it's pretty easy to stuff a PS3 and a PS4 in there because they both have all the ones I play. Because it's rough online on Street Fighter, you guys. You're like,
I watched it.
I'm really good. And then this guy's like, no. It doesn't matter. You can unplug your controller. It's the same result. Have fun with that.
Didn't even touch him.
I didn't even touch him.
So what are you, like middle of the road?
Yeah.
Slightly better than middle of the road?
Maybe. I'm like floating around silver.
Look, I went to Cobra with him a couple
No,
weeks ago.
I heard the stories. That's why
Yeah.
I'm surprised to hear this.
and
Everybody else hasn't, though.
Oh, stop that.
but he's playing,
Cobra Arcade is a bar downtown here in downtown Phoenix. It's a barcade, you know. Cool.
Fucking
They have
awesome.
fighting
it's a
game
cool spot.
tournaments
and
there
they do
all
it
right
right
across-
because it has all the good games you'd want in a setup like this.
a legit Japanese version of Street Fighter Alpha 3.
Which was amazingly
imported
fun to
as
play.
Fuck. Like all the text is the fucking kanji.
Right.
or whatever.
That place is
Wait,
amazing.
that's
love
another
that
thing I
place.
was going to ask you too. How do you feel about, because you got a fight stick.
Yeah.
How do you feel about going to the arcade and being like, ugh, this is bleh, like, whatever, the spring not strong enough?
Cobra's maintained.
Yeah. So they got a dude who
They have a
appreciates
custom built Street Fighter 5 cabinet with a PlayStation stuffed in it. That's why that's where I got the idea.
Okay.
Because that game never came to arcade, so there is no cabinet
Right.
Oh.
at all.
But to hear him talk about playing Street Fighter V online and getting his ass kicked is surprising because when we had gone to Cobra a couple weeks ago, he's playing on, which one were you on?
I played Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter Alpha 3, and Street Fighter 3.
I think it
Third
was 3.
Impact.
Third Impact. He's playing Third Impact, and I would go over there to see how he was doing, and every time I'd walk over there, it was him having beat the fuck out of whoever.
Him
was
on the
playing.
left and
Yeah.
like 6 dudes
And-
lined up on the right.
Yeah, so he's doing that for a while, and finally we go to get a beer, and we're talking, and he's like, reaches in his pocket, and handful of tokens.
That I didn't show up with.
Yeah, I knew how many tokens he showed up
Since
with. He
when
had
did that
$1.50
become a thing?
token.
Like when you lose, yeah, you lose, but then you like now they're
It's
handing.
not a thing. He was just wrecking them so bad.
so
They
hard
didn't
that they're
allow-
just like, fuck it, I'm out
they're
of
like,
here.
I
They
still
left the
owe
entire
you
bar.
for waste. I'm sorry, I wasted.
Yeah, you
your
know what?
time.
I'm going home. Here, I don't need these.
Yeah, I'm done with video games after tonight, man.
Yeah, I did it on 2 different times on 2 different machines.
And people like literally, you handed them their ass, and then they handed you their tokens.
One guy handed me like $5 of tokens, and I was like, "Why?"
Dude, what was
This
the
isn't
look
even
on his
fun.
face?
He
What
just
was the look on his face?
He said, "I'm just gonna go. You can have this."
"For real?" Jesus
It
Christ!
was on Street Fighter 5. He didn't even touch me,
So,
and he's like, "Here, I'm just
wow,
gonna go."
Matt just straight alphaed all over.
And then
that
nobody
dude.
else would play me on Street Fighter 5, so I moved.
You just
over.
like grabbed the dude by his fucking hair, bent him over, and pissed all over his legs.
Yeah, dude. That's what you do.
Gonna assert dominance in a bar.
Indeed.
I sat at that machine with no challengers. I'm like, okay, cool. So I walked over to the other ones.
And then that one cleared out. They're like,
They
fuck
were
you.
completely opposite side of the bar.
It's like my house when Virulent practiced.
yeah, you gotta clear it out. Just throwing 808s all over your sleeping
Yeah,
face.
like the first 3 weeks, they're like, Jesus Christ, a 6-string bass? Jesus, oh my God. And I was like, I was the only one that was hanging around, you know, and then Ian shows up and 808s. And I'm just like, I gotta go. See you guys.
Alan brings 6 strings, then Ian brought more bass somehow.
Yeah, how somehow, but Ian dropping 808s that sealed the deal. I had to go for walks
And that was before we had anything mic'd.
I know it, dude. Yeah, but weren't you playing like a full stack or something, Matt?
No.
No, just my 6505
Okay,
and
okay.
a Marshall cab, but that don't matter because that thing's...
Yeah, it screams.
Those are the loudest amps at all.
Since forever.
Since the forever of the time. Yeah, but the other guy I wrecked on Street Fighter 3, he kind of did the same thing. It was less money, though, so what the fuck? I thought a precedent was set with the $5. He was playing some guy I don't really know, like, the moves, so you have to, like, kind of hold
Be
back
defensive,
a little bit.
yeah.
And then I just saw some opening, and that's right when Alan walked over, and it was, like, just giant super destruction shit, and then he's dead, and he's like,
I just imagine everybody's over at Pac-Man because they need to feel like they can accomplish something. Like,
Did they have Pac-Man in there? I didn't see it.
they have
did.
all kinds of
Me
shit.
and Alan threw fucking rounds at NBA Jam though.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I want that. There was an NBA Jam fucking arcade game in Prescott when I was working up there for like $1,500.
That's a good price,
I
man.
know.
Such a good fucking arcade
It's like 4
game.
player too.
NBA Jam right in that corner of your fucking dungeon, dude.
So good.
Oh, it'd be great.
Yeah, it's
We went a
4
full
player.
game, 4 quarters.
Yeah, we did all 4 quarters, and I had Matt against the fucking wall,
Stomping me until the half.
and I made a trade. I got rid of fucking, I got rid of Tony Kukoc for B.J. Armstrong. And it
That was a
fucking
mistake, apparently.
Dunsies.
Did you beat him?
I switched to Pippen.
No, I lost.
Oh, you switched to Pippen.
I lost
Jesus.
by
So you
4.
were the Bulls? Wait a second.
No, he
Wait.
was the
No,
Suns.
I was the Suns. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was fucking. The second half, he
I
was
played
killing
one
me with
round
Kevin
early.
Johnson and Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good combo, though. Dude,
Second half of the game.
anybody
though,
who played Bulls in that game,
Dickhead.
fuck them. Yeah, fuck those guys.
What, are they gonna be the Bucks?
That's like playing Odd Job and fucking GoldenEye.
it's like playing
you
the
know?
Raiders and Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah, dude, that's wrong. It's cheating.
Family Guy even had a fucking meme about that.
He runs all the way
Yeah.
across the field and then all the way back.
I remember that.
It's like Joe or Cleveland was playing a bitch. No, it was Quagmire.
He's like, come on, Peter, what are you doing?
You're cheating. Start to Bo Jackson, just run over everybody. Fucking. No, but after that half, dude, it was like half court on fire. Let's just fucking.
He's heating up.
Yeah.
From downtown.
I love that game. That was one of the
Fucking
best.
Burns.
I played the shit out of that game. Yeah.
We need to make that happen. We should just,
Another game I played too was, I can't remember the name of it now. It was a hockey game for Nintendo 64, and the arcade version of it was like 3-on-3. Oh, so good. It's terrible. I shouldn't even brought it up because I can't remember the name. People are
Yeah,
fucking
don't. You
mad.
shouldn't have brought it up because hockey's terrible.
No, there's rad hockey games like
They're all, dude. Yeah.
NHL Hits, which was Blitz, but
No,
hockey?
Blitz. Yeah, that's what it was. That's
NHL
exactly what it
Hits.
was. Yeah, and the goalie.
Oh,
would,
you're talking
turn into-
64 then.
Yeah,
Okay,
Nintendo
it was on there.
64. Yeah, and it didn't have what I said, but the goalie would like turn into a brick
Nintendo,
wall.
which is a broad spectrum.
Yeah. The goalie would like turn into a brick wall, and every time you'd like hit the puck just right, it would catch on fire and shit. It was fun. It was a lot like the.
It was NFL Blitz, but on ice.
Yeah, but on ice.
Oh,
Yeah,
fucking play that right now.
I know.
We need to hook that bitch up for after podcasting and just shred each other on all the games.
Yep, I'm down.
But anyway, play Street Fighter with me on PlayStation, people.
train
name.
goes to a rigorous. You can start a school.
I spar.
Like a fighting school.
I spar once a day, at least for an hour now. I'm on a regimen.
Get on that regimen.
You're just charging people to go through your fighting training.
My
on
wife
Street
hikes
Fighter.
and goes hiking and all this cool healthy stuff, and I'm like,
You're a professional fighter.
sick. I'm
I'm a
hungover.
professional
Yeah.
fighter.
I'm like a fucking
definitely mixed martial arts.
I'm training just as hard as goddamn Brock Lesnar and all them fuckers.
Because I don't get up or nothing.
I just don't get up.
I'd like to see him thumb
All what's
wrestle
in
me.
your head.
Yeah.
You want to thumb wrestle, you son of a bitch?
What's your top row finger strength?
Oh fuck.
Nah, but for real,
Come fight me.
come fight me.
Come at me, bro.
1v1 me, bro.
Not in real life. I'll awkwardly look at my feet and walk away, probably. Unless you're like a huge dick to my friends. You can be a dick to me. Just not my friends.
I've seen.
I seen Matt like puff up like all big and get in between somebody. It was effective.
Yeah. When you're 6'1", you just float in there, and
Yeah.
they might not do it. If they do, I might be in problems.
You just have to assert yourself. You just get in there and you lay down the law, brother.
That's how you do it. When you trade every day like I do.
Train every day.
Sometimes
Sacrifice a
I
lot. to
train
get
so
to where
hard
I
I
am
don't
now.
even leave the couch.
Sometimes twice a day.
No.
No.
That's so good. The Allen face of shame.
No.
Like I feel like I'm in
I
trouble.
don't know.
Oh, my bad. I bumped the mic.
These things are touchy.
Yeah.
You get super.
Well, you see, they're designed to pick up sound. There's this thing that we're doing with our mouths.
Yeah, how weird is this? Us recording with our mouths. None of us are vocalists. Like,
I couldn't sing into this bitch for
No,
the
hell
life
no.
of me. No, hell no.
No way. That's intimidating as fuck.
He says the most robotically he could.
No way.
No
That
way.
is intimidating
I
as
could
fuck.
never
Now
do that.
I'm thinking about my own voice now. God
Massive
damn it.
intimidation.
Making them all
Now we're getting into his
self-conscious.
head.
Yeah.
I am thinking about the cadence of my own voice.
Is that what the humans do? Do the humans like that?
Dude, for real, I think Zuckerberg fucking went to a class on how to be more human because he fucked up in that one live stream.
I didn't see it.
Oh, dude, because people are thinking he's like an android, like Data.
Yeah.
Like glitched out.
So he's in like a therapy session to be more human.
And what is this called?
With the Alpha Centauri, they know humans well.
Mark, this is called walking.
This is called walking.
And humans enjoy this?
Yes, very much. Some more than others.
That's an Elon Musk meme,
I
isn't it?
know, but
Yeah.
I think it's better with Zuck, dude.
They're both fucking crazy. Elon's like Zuck was the original
Yeah,
prototype.
he's like
and then
1.2.
It became self-aware and then created Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Like Zuck is Elon Musk's father.
Yes, Zuck is yeah.
See, fucking write that movie, motherfuckers. Shit.
I like the
No shit.
Where they
I like
gathered-
the Elon
He
Musk
ain't
meme
seen no
where
movies. That's why he's coming up with original ideas, guys.
It's a
Holy
picture of
shit.
him-
We need to fucking lock him down here and
a
just
loophole.
pump him full of ideas.
But it's a picture of Elon Musk from like 98.
Ziplining or something?
No. It's like him being a
seen that.
nerd, like sitting in front of his computer, and it's like, I make, because what did Elon Musk start out with?
He started PayPal.
It's like,
PayPal,
I
yeah.
make online banking accounts easier. And then it shows a picture of him from like last year. He's wearing like sunglasses with like a crew cut and a leather jacket. And he's like, I do whatever the fuck I want.
His PayPal photo, he's like thin and ass hair and like, what's up?
Hey guys, yeah.
Find it.
The last box I seen was the one I came out of.
But then he got enough money. Now he realizes he can feed on children.
Did you see what he
it
did
gives
in
him
Australia?
Vitality. What?
He built the world's largest battery in Australia.
Oh no shit.
And he told him if it can't be completed within like the 100 days or whatever,
There it is.
it's free.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh my god.
Wow.
He looks like
1999.
he looks like he should be singing for Depeche Mode or
He's a fucking Terminator.
He is the
He is. Oh my
Terminator.
god.
Wow.
A similar thing is the dude that invented Amazon. Super nerdy, scrawny dude. And it's like, I sell books online. And then it's like 2017. He looks like he's a fucking Blackwater agent. He's like, I sell whatever the fuck I want.
Where I want.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Look at him.
Oh my god.
Tell me he doesn't
Yeah.
look like a Blackwater fucking secret op dude.
He looks like the dude from Breaking Bad. The
Hey, he looks like he could be played by
Mike?
Kevin Spacey.
Mike from Breaking Bad. He's just seen some shit.
Dylan's seen Breaking Bad.
Fuck yeah.
What? Have you seen it all?
Yeah.
In its entirety?
Yep.
Weird.
All right. So he's got a little redemption run
yeah,
going.
Yeah.
You're
13 or I'm sorry, 12 monkeys.
I've seen at least 6 of them.
God damn it.
What, the episodes?
Fucking Dylan, you son of a bitch.
Like, have you seen 28 Days Later? I've seen 4 of those.
Four?
days.
I've seen like
I only got 4 days in and I fell asleep.
I hate him hard.
Yes.
One of my
Speaking
favorite
of
people I
hating
hate
people
hard.
I really want to play that fucking MFB clip of him talking about his Alex Jones
yeah.
experience.
Damn it, what?
Marshall Beck.
We need
Resident,
more Marshall Beck in
you
our
know-
lives.
Resident local douchebag.
But he's worldwide douchebag. People
He
know,
is. Yeah,
like,
people know
legitimately
about
he
him
has
elsewhere.
followers that know
Somehow.
he's a
I don't
douchebag
know.
everywhere.
He made that comment on a thread about how he's internationally known and
For
respected and whatever the fuck. Like, according to who, other than yourself?
All right, here we go. Let's see.
I was listening to one of my favorite alternative media programs yesterday called InfoWars, which Alex Jones hosts. I think I've been fairly open and honest about this, but during the elections last year,
Sounds
specifically
so out of breath.
during the debates, I
you're flexing
emailed
that hard.
Alex Jones several times with advice
You know why
as
he
to how
keeps
to
clearing
handle
his throat?
those debates
To
Because he's
keep it
doing
low.
a fake
and
voice.
to exude or exhume or even exercise the bitchiness out of Hillary Clinton's personality, so
Hillary,
that
am I right?
people within the nation, especially the men, could look at her and picture a nagging bitch housewife, or especially with
edgy
nowadays
robot.
the divorce rate the way it
Like
is,
she needed help doing that.
their ex-wife.
Easy days.
which I had experienced in family court.
Oh,
So I
by the
knew
way,
how
he's been
to,
in family court. If you
bring
didn't
about
know,
certain
yeah, bring that up
questions
at
and
every
tactics to
opportunity.
bring that aspect of her personality out. Anyways, during this time, when I was emailing Alex Jones, I referred to him as
I wonder if he responded.
Alex Pumpkinhead Jones, which apparently really kind of pisses him off, or it did at the time. But during the broadcast yesterday, I found it hilarious because he was talking about how all of the InfoWars crew now call him Pumpkinhead Jones because he has such a fat head. And I thought it was equally hilarious because clearly I had given him that nickname in the InfoWars studio. Anyhow, good job, InfoWars. Keep up the great work. I'm still a fan.
Still a fan.
And I might be drinking wine tonight like a sissy.
I love
But
dude. What a
it is
sissy.
what it is.
Our
So,
friend Cole made that video
cheers.
saying, "I'm gonna drink wine coolers tonight because that's all that's in my mom's liquor cabinet." But
Hey, so like, you know what my claim to fame is these days?
What do you got? What do you got,
Calling
brother?
Alex Jones a pumpkinhead.
Yeah,
let me
shit, man.
let me say something about Marshall Beck. I was in a band with Marshall Beck
Sorry.
in 2007 or 8, and we did a small tour.
That's pre-Obama.
Yeah, it was this band Rebirth,
Good old
brother.
days.
Me and Kevin, who are still in bands together, played in that band. And so imagine if I talk to everyone like this, if we're just hanging out. But
He's not faking anything, you guys.
I'm just speaking.
He's really this high.
in my normal shitty voice. But as soon as the fucking mics turn on, I start talking like this, guys. Everything I say is now in this new voice because I have multiple personalities.
And I'm gonna be provocative to boot.
And I'm going to say shit that fucking the establishment might not like, but now
In the family
I'm in
court.
the establishment, going against the establishment, and fucking hate women, brother.
And the only reason he hates women is because you can't get none from them without having to. Never mind.
But then you run into him like at the old Walmart or something, like, hey,
The
Marshall,
old
how's
Walmart.
it going, Marshall? Hey, guys, how you doing? What's happening? And then like somebody else walks up into the conversation, and then I fucked her.
Yeah.
What happened, man? Who are you? He's a weird, strange fella.
Did he beat the fuck out of his wife or something?
I don't know if he beat
I
the
don't know.
fuck out of her.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly
That
as
is the
fuck.
allegedness, and I'm glad somebody else brought that up because I just hit the brakes real hard and it was stupid. I shouldn't have.
What?
Yeah, well,
mean,
yeah, I
they're-
heard the guy. that's a touchy subject, I guess, and I've only met the guy once. I've only looked at him once.
I've met him.
I know, and that's so fascinating.
out with him
that is
and
so
shared
fucking.
hotels
You
with him
toured with him
and went in
you
a
toured
vehicle
with
with
the
him.
guy, like, oh wow.
I've known him a long time.
According to Marshall Beck, though, he is a world-renowned, well-respected entity within the heavy metal music scene.
He has spent money on PR, a lot of
yeah.
it,
And he
it's,
ain't got no money in production.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
but it's paid
Dave.
off. It's paid off on a. He's one of those people that's any publicity is good publicity, but it's all negative.
He has told people to, if you don't believe me, go look it up. And what you'll do is you'll type in either his name or his band's name, and it'll.
I thought it was Marshall fucking Beck.
Yeah, it'll put you
Self-given
on
nickname.
to any of the metal news websites, like Metal Collective or whatever the
Yeah,
fuck.
all of them.
And the only thing you'll see that's under his name or his band's name is an ad.
Oh, I get it. That he's taken out. Okay, I got you.
Right. So, because you can send any article you want to most of these websites.
Buy any
and-
billboard you want.
Right.
yeah,
right,
and
right.
you write the article yourself, and you throw them $100. They'll put it as
and,
like
it,
they
and,
wrote
and you
it.
can make it sound like almost like if you do it right that they're endorsing you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's put a lot of money and he's paid a lot of musicians to be on his terrible recordings, and I know he has owed people money for extended periods of time. His name getting thrown out in certain circles is definitely fucking Marshall Beck, like he has a bad
But
rep.
he's another self-given nickname kind of guy, right?
Nobody is gonna give somebody the nickname fucking.
Yeah. So it's Marshall fucking Beck. That's
Matt fucking Nisbet. How
Yo,
the hell are you
how
doing?
the hell
that?
are you?
I'm doing good, bro.
Alan fucking Foster.
What are you guys doing tonight? I'm gonna go over to fucking's house.
Fucking Beck's house. Going to fucking
God
Beck's
damn it.
house.
Fucking.
But yeah, he's from fucking,
Or is it Marshall fucking? I'm going to Marshall fucking's house. I don't know.
He's from North Scottsdale. His parents are.
Wait, are they loaded? Is that what it is?
They got money.
So then
he's a spoiled
Dylan,
little...
Dave doesn't want you to talk.
I know, he's like fucking yelling over there, man. Dad Beer Dave is fucking... He's got something to say today.
I'm just intrigued by Marshall Beck. I have
Well,
so
let
many
him tell the
questions.
story.
I'm trying. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Fire.
So we did a tour together, or whatever. I was in his band playing drums, and I was in another band called Coma at the time playing drums as well. And Tommy Gibbons he just was in Tantric and Flaw and some other older
But he was in Marshall's band as
he was
well.
in Rebirth with us. So it was me, Marshall, Kevin, who's in Cruffix with me now on bass, and then Tommy playing guitar. And it was the same lineup for both bands, basically, minus Marshall Beck. So we were doing both bands every night. And most of the dates were Marshall booked the whole thing and didn't keep up with anything. So we'd get to shows and there'd be two people there and the other bands like don't even know what's going on.
Didn't you guys go to a show that they were unaware you were playing, and didn't they just give you gas money?
We got to the first show was in Reno.
These dumb dicks.
And we get there, and the promoter had died.
Whoa.
And all of his shows got passed down to his son, and the son just didn't give a fuck. And we got there, and it was like a biker bar, and we had like, it was like a super racist, like kind of biker bar where we were at. We were in a shitty spot. And we have a Korean guitar player and a black bass player. And we like walk into this place wearing death metal shirts. I think Marshall Beck had that fucking Jesus fucking Christ shirt or whatever.
Probably has like a Cradle of Filth shirt, yeah.
So we're like walking in, and there, the record stops when we walk in, like
record scratch.
And they're like, we don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And he's like, I'll give Marshall credit on this one. He took the dude into a room. And I don't know what happened from there on, but he walked out. He's like, I got us $70 for gas.
Oh,
well, businessman. Made it happen.
And we played in Oregon at the hotel where he woke up in the middle of the night and woke up Kevin. And Kevin's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, I fucking pissed myself again.
Again.
I pissed myself again,
He pissed himself in a hotel room. It was a fun trip. We actually left that day, and he had food poisoning from a meatloaf he ate from Walmart, one of those frozen ones.
Walmart meatloaf?
Yeah.
Gross.
How do you have so much disrespect for yourself that you...
Yeah, so the first leg of the trip on the way to Reno, that's a long drive. He was laying on the floor of the van, and we'd have to stop for him to fucking puke. It was terrible.
Walmart meatloaf sounds like it could be a death metal song name by itself.
Yeah. Open it up for Death Clock or something.
Out of all the options you can get to eat in a Walmart, you get the fucking meatloaf?
Yep.
Damn it,
what is wrong with you?
That just awoken my 70-year-old laugh.
I eat like shit, but I know to avoid certain things. Like, oh, I'm really hungry and I don't got a lot of money. I'm going to get the meatloaf.
I'm going to be in a van for 13 hours tomorrow.
Yeah. Better load up on that meatloaf.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck if a show's 40 minutes away to 6 hours away. You
hey,
eat
on a
appropriately.
positive note, I met this band in Washington, in this Port Angeles, Washington, in this little town, Squim, or some shit like that, called Super Happy Storytime Land.
Isn't Squim a fucking horrible name for a sex thing?
It might be.
I think it is.
But Super Happy Storytime
right
Land was a fucking great band. It was like a super death metal band, but all their lyrics were like super positive, like children's songs.
You can do it.
You can do
That's
it.
fucking badass.
They have a song called Fishing with Dad. And it's just about...
It's about a nice fishing trip with his
and in
fucking dad.
What is this, a squim?
Squim is the mixture of sperm and vaginal juice.
Squim.
And I know
There you have it, folks.
It was spelled Sequim, I think.
That's sitting in my Dewey
Sequim.
Decimal System inside my brain. Like, Squim, he said Squim.
Yeah, I became...
That's a sex thing.
I became super good friends with those guys. Like, I still talk to them once in a while. They toured DIY forever, and they were awesome, and then they eventually broke up. But we should totally play Fishing with Dad at the end.
I am ready.
Ooh. That's awesome. Yeah.
You think we can find them?
Oh, I have it.
You have it?
Yeah.
So we're going to play... What?
Fishing with Dad by
All right.
Super Happy Storytime Land. Because in the middle of the song, he goes, hey, what was that one movie sample we were going to use, right? And then it kicks into this heavy-ass breakdown that's, like, ridiculous. And then at the end, he's like, oh, I remember what that movie was. It was Titanic. And then it's Casio keyboard.
Oh, shit.
And live, the guitar player would hold up the bass player, and he would do the Titanic scene at the front of the ship while that played. And then it kicks into the end of the song. It's just this stupid heavy riff.
Do you think they're still around?
No, they're in other bands. The drummer who I talk to the most, Will, he looks like the dude from Workaholics, the crazy hair. Looks fucking exactly like him. He's in a band called Master Kush Ultra.
That's a cool name.
Neat.
They're pretty fun. But yeah, Super Happy Storytime Land hasn't been a band in at least 5 years now, probably. Which is a shame because they were fun. They just all kind of went their separate ways.
Yeah, it's like a fun-ass band.
But they did it hard for years. Like, toured. They did a full U.S. tour, all DIY. It was like a month or two long. Like, just got in a van and drove and figured it out on the road and did all their booking, like, just from people they met from doing that. It's fucking crazy.
Shit.
They'd always come stay at my house, and it was always a interesting time. Definitely some fun stories of their merch guy trying to fist my neighbor in a pool.
Whoa.
Cool.
Fist?
Yeah.
Like literally fist?
And then one of them... So it was a community pool. We lived in like these townhouses.
Fisted in a community pool.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
That's the title of
she
something.
Got mad.
Yeah.
She got mad.
Maybe a
at me.
record.
Maybe the podcast title.
But
Oh, that's the... Could be. It's the episode name.
their bassist, they got drunk. And it's a community pool hot tub area. And he puked into the hot tub and shit
As you
into
do.
the hot tub like it was a toilet.
like a toilet in fucking Japan, dude.
It's like a stew.
Yeah. He made
it's
fucking...
like that Futurama episode with that goat with two heads on the end. It throws up out of its mouth on one end and pukes in the other.
Yeah, it was gross. I didn't go in that hot tub for a year.
A
Or
year.
just never again.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think it's ready yet.
You look
just
at a
need
calendar and be like, it's been 365 days. I think we're safe.
You needed to test the chlorine industrial complex and see if that shit actually works.
Oh, God. Yeah. It's terrible. That same trip, they were making jokes about, we said if we run into the Black Album from Metallica anywhere on this tour, like if it's somebody like has it sitting around and we see it or whatever, we have to take it and play it for the remainder of the tour. And they were like early on. It was like 3 or 4 week tour. So as a joke, Kevin had the Black Album because we lived together. They came and stayed at our house. And we put it in like a gift bag. And we're like, you know what? We fucking love you guys, man. Like, we got you something. And they open it, and it's the Black Album from Metallica. So for the next week, until they fucking threw it out the window, they had to listen to that same drum beat in every single song of fucking James Hetfield, Yeah and At Ya.
The compilations are...
Be a pretty good tour story, though.
Perfect.
Yeah, Super Happy Storytime Land were fun, man.
Just
I wish
be
they
like,
were still
hey,
a
remember
band.
that time we toured and you tried to fist that girl in the apartment complex pool?
So that same guy, his name was Carlton, the merch guy. It was like he's short, skinny, like super long hair. They would talk about like girls in Utah are always the most fun because they're all like trying to rebel.
Yep.
And he's like,
Bro,
there was
those
one
Mormon
girl.
girls, you don't even know.
There was one girl that he's like, yeah, I was hitting on this chick, and she's like,
Yep.
You're bad, aren't you? And he's like, oh yeah, I got an upside down cross shaved in my pubes. And she's like, oh my god. Like, he's like,
Fuck. Oh, I want to talk to her.
he's like, fuck that girl. I'm like, god damn it, you guys are fucking crazy.
No, oh man.
There used to be a video of him letting
the
some
girl-
chick punch him in the eye too. That was good.
The girl I lost my virginity to was a Mormon girl, and she I wasn't gonna say no, but if I had, she'd have taken it. Like, she was a fucking freak. Oh man. At fucking 14 years old, like, Jesus
Whoa,
Christ.
how old
I
were
was
you?
13.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
she straight took that shit.
This was last summer.
We
Like,
need to specify some things right now.
no, yeah, well, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, just make sure nobody knows that your age now.
I was
I just
36.
lost it
What?
now.
It was like 2 years ago.
Oh, but continue.
Well, I'm going to totally take that out of context, so Dave's
Yeah,
going to
fuck,
sound
now
like
I'm
you
screwed.
really
Now I can
enjoys
never run for
banging
president.
14-year-olds.
Oh, man.
I do edit this thing.
Yeah.
I thought we were doing this in one take.
I go back an episode. I'm 38. She was 14. saying.
Your words, not mine.
Your guys' fate is a Cubase file away.
That is fucked up, dude. No, the good thing about it is even in MP3, you can tell from manipulation via code.
Oh, well, and speaking of all this shit, you see that new software Adobe's got coming out?
Who?
Adobe.
Which one?
I have not. If it listens to 20 minutes of somebody speaking, it can mimic it almost identically.
I didn't know Adobe was releasing something commercial.
But
Are you fucking shitting me?
Yeah. So, like, Obama said so much shit, they fed it.
No, yeah, I've read about that. Yeah.
Out.
I didn't know Adobe was releasing something fucking commercial like that, though. Wow, that's cool.
I think it's for movie stuff.
It's also scary.
It helps for dead act. I think they made it for dead actors, but then you see, like, everything is created for good reasons.
I got something for you.
Manipulate it.
I got something for you, Markandea. Did you know that
Markandea's not here?
No, I know he's not, but I want to hook him. I want to bring him on.
Our Indian friend.
Yeah, it's Dot, not Feather. And he... me and him bonded on Star Trek. Like, I'm sure he knows this, but did you guys know that the voice of the Enterprise in the Next Generation was Gene Roddenberry's wife?
No.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it wasn't just his wife. They did that syllable enunciation thing, and they recorded it all in a soundstage or in a studio or whatever, and then they just created what they wanted her to say.
Nice.
And did it like digitally.
That's perfect.
Or whatever. It was actually technically analog.
Because Gene Roddenberry was the fucking man.
Yes, indeed.
What'd I miss?
Gene Roddenberry, you wouldn't
Just
know.
watching Dave bury himself over there.
I leave
shit.
for
You know what? Y'all gonna nerd out about whatever the hell you want to nerd out about. I'm gonna nerd out too. Fuck off.
Can we talk about Street Fighter again?
Exactly. Or death metal touring.
Hey.
We're going to talk about whatever Dave wants to talk about, whether we want to or not.
I want it.
I'll take it.
I want it in.
That's good with me.
Saturday morning.
Oh.
Because it's like, he starts talking, and then I'm like,
I am ready.
It's really dumb.
Matt has samples at his disposal. It's dangerous.
We're going to bump that shit on the way home.
Oh, dude.
I think we should pull up and do some donuts.
We went to go play a show with Virulent, our fucking dumb tuned metal thing in Hollywood at the John Lovitz Comedy Club.
Oh.
And for half that trip, I was on this app with all the dubstep settings. I like DJ'd hour and a half of that trip.
Oh, yeah.
That's dope.
It was fucking DJ Niz for hours.
But it was
all just like,
it was all good and consistent. I didn't know how I was doing it because I'm not that person. I was like, this button might be the next great thing.
It could be it. Oh, and it wasn't the next great thing, but it worked.
That's awesome.
Hey. Worked out great.
No, working is the important part.
Just give me the aux cable, bro. I got this.
Dude, that's the one Alan's wife came to, and we got stuck hardcore in LA traffic, and we had the windows down. We were bumping some NWA. And Blair's like
panicking to try to roll up all the windows.
Alan, we're gonna get shot.
You can't do that. You're gonna get shot.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I don't think anybody's ever been shot for just listening to NWA in traffic
on I-10.
Well, I don't know. What do you think, Dylan? You're an expert. You just watched Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah, how hard did you roll last night?
Yeah, for real. Was it a good day?
How many sets did you represent?
All of them. I like the scene in the movie when they're doing the riots and the Crips and the Bloods have their bandanas tied together and they're walking up to the cops. Have you seen that scene where they're like, the Crips and Bloods united against the police?
Yep.
That shit was great.
I enjoyed that movie.
I still need to see it.
And from the things I read about it, it was fairly true to life, except for the part where Dr. Dre beats the shit out of his fucking women.
D. Barnes?
Yeah. Well, multiple times, I'm to understand.
Ice Cube's son plays Ice Cube, and I was like,
Cube.
God, he looks just fucking like him. It's crazy.
That was legit.
Just like your son has the same horrible disposition against existence that you have.
He's like, yeah, fuck you guys.
I trained him right, man.
Hey, you got an internet connection? Can I play some fucking Destiny? What does he play? No,
he plays Destiny.
Does he?
Oh, yeah. 8. Kicking ass on Destiny.
I got him to say hi to me, finally.
He wanted nothing to do with us at Ian's life celebration.
Oh, yeah, he was like,
he's been over here, twice now?
Yeah, he's been here a couple times.
He's just a normal 8-year-old kid.
Fuck, I can barely get my roommate's kid to talk to me.
He just hangs out and does his thing and probably judges you guys.
I have a dog.
I don't blame him.
Your dog weighs more than my kid.
Yeah.
Dog's a
Your
beast.
dog weighs more than Dylan.
He's a goddamn handsome savage.
Yeah, what are you up to? Like 110 pounds? You've been working out, I think.
Last
right?
time I checked, I was 129.
Jesus Christ.
What?
It's my fighting weight.
You're
You're a featherweight.
I'll walk around at that.
Cutting weight, guys.
You're gonna fight coming up.
Perfectly healthy, though.
I have Street Fighter bod.
Perfectly healthy. Pizza twice a day.
Dude, I got the fucking blood tests to prove it.
Yeah.
My cholesterol is in the green.
Just don't look at the STD section.
Yeah, ignore the AIDS part. Cholesterol's fine. AIDS is high.
My T cell count.
Your T cell count's low.
What's this one that says T? What is that? T cell? Oh,
T dash what?
Ma'am, that's just something for the doctor to look at.
There's not
Don't worry
even
about
any
it.
T's left, dude. It's
I
an
found
S
out
count.
that right before Eazy-E died, his was at 14.
He had 14 T cells.
Yeah.
Did you Google it? Did you start Googling around?
No, he said it in the movie.
Oh, did he? I don't
Like,
recall.
a normal one is at
It's fresh.
1,500 or whatever the number was. He's like, you're at 14. And he's like,
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
so what does that mean?
Like, how bad is it, doc?
Yeah.
You have one.
And
You
his-
have one.
and his-
My
One
reading's
what?
at one? No,
And his
you have
pregnant girl-
You have one, like, hour to live.
His pregnant girlfriend standing there going, oh, shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm carrying an AIDS, baby.
Fuck.
It's like, they ain't going to make no Forrest Gump about me.
I'll help you raise the AIDS, baby.
Oh, shit.
Can we talk about what a cunt Jenny is for a second?
She's
In
the
Forrest
worst,
Gump?
dude.
Fucking absolutely.
I've watched Forrest Gump a lot of times. I
That
love that
bitch
movie.
fucking dodged him every chance and just got fucking railroaded by just buckets and like cargo containers of dicks
Just
throughout the entirety of her life. And she's like, I fucked all the way up. Have my AIDS baby and bury me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
She slid into home plate just with fucking just
Some
gelatinous skeleton ball.
She
with like
knows she's got some rich retarded dude that she can go home to that'll take over
the
her
man
kid.
started a business.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
good for Forrest, though. Like, I mean,
He is
fucking-
retarded in the movie.
What is that's a pretty stand-up guy, though.
I'm not speaking poorly upon him. I just am saying that Jenny would take advantage of him.
hey,
Did.
that dude
he
has
might
fucking
have
scores.
been not very smart, but he sure could run.
He knew what love is.
But I know what
He started
love
a
is.
successful business that bought stock in Apple. That's not retarded.
Yeah, man.
It's actually pretty smart.
Yeah.
He was a ping pong fucking
Champion.
world
He met
Yeah.
the president.
champion. Like
Yeah, he met the
more than
president.
once. He met multiple
He pissed
presidents.
out 15
He had
Dr.
him
He was a
14
fucking
Dr.
war
Peppers.
hero.
war hero.
He was a war fucking hero,
Got shot in
Alan.
the buttocks.
He did get
Something
shot.
that
Something
may-
jumped up and bit him right in his buttocks.
I like when they're laying on the beach and Bubba's bleeding out and he's like, hi, Bubba. That's all you got? Hi.
And those were the last words I said to Bubba.
You expect him to just be like, oh, Bubba.
Lieutenant Dan, you've got legs. I love that movie. That movie's fantastic.
Great movie.
But yeah,
So you have seen Forrest Gump?
oh, a lot.
Okay.
I can quote.
It's one of,
most of
Wait,
it.
have you
like
seen,
we said
uh,
earlier, it's one of the unavoidable movies.
I can quote him.
Did you identify when he dumped load on that fucking blanket of her roommate in college? Like just awkwardly, like she looked at it. He's like,
Girls in math class don't make you do that, do they?
damn it.
Have
Sorry.
you ever been with a woman, Forrest?
And she's like, it's okay. I don't
You see that? So Dylan could probably quote that movie from beginning to end.
I pretty much can.
All 18 movies.
I
he's
watched that
seen,
movie
He's
and
seen like a dozen times each.
I watched that movie recently while I was sitting in a layover in an airport with no headphones on.
It's just your inner monologue is just on
shitty
point.
tinny speakers.
yeah, like shitty laptop speakers, and people sitting around me can just hear
You just have the sex scene with
the
the
mom-
principal and the
the
mom
mom, yeah.
on repeat.
yeah.
Dude, the scene that kills me is Lieutenant Dan on the dock and he's just hauling ass at Forrest in the boat, hauling ass. He like, just starts waving and walks
yeah.
right off.
Oh man, that's a great movie.
The boat just takes
See,
out that
that's what the
fucking
problem
dock.
is. Forrest Gump will be on, and I'll be like, "Fucking watching this," and then some movie I don't know anything
Fuck
about.
all these other classics that are just as good.
But I didn't put in the work as a child.
Well, like there's two extremes in the moviegoer experience. You have Dylan, who has hardly seen any movies, and the few that he has seen are seem pretty decent. But then you have our buddy Keith, who red boxes everything and
He's
has
seen the entire Redbox catalog.
everything. What was the one movie? One of the last times I went over there, it was on his ottoman. It was a Redbox movie. I think it was like.
He's still Redboxing?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's 2017, you guys.
I know.
What's that dance movie you got served?
Yeah.
Are you fucking shitting
Stomp
me?
the Yard or something.
What was that?
Stomp the Yard
Stomp.
3.
Yeah.
Stomp 3, I think it's called.
So he watches shitty 90s dance movies instead of practicing Virulent?
He has. He has HBO on constantly.
We'd practice there, and it's just Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants and Black
Yeah,
Steel
something
Magnolias.
Oh my god. Fried green
Not
tomatoes.
Steel Magnolias, Black Steel Magnolias, because they always make a black version of a movie.
Black Steel Magnolias?
Chas, Kurt's woman.
Yeah.
She's the one that showed me all these other movies. Like
Wait, what?
any popular movie, there's a black version remade.
What?
Yes.
Well, how am I not aware of this?
We were recording at Kurt's, and I walked out, and she was crying on the couch. I was like, "What are you watching?" She's like, "Black Steel Magnolias."
What? You're watching
I was like,
what?
Why am I not aware of this?
I don't know.
How? Oh my god!
I think it's that Tyler Perry dude. I could be wrong. I don't.
You think there's an American History X?
I don't know. It'd be really hard to make.
Damn it!
The black version of American History X? What is wrong with you?
Plenty. There's lots wrong with
It's on some weird like Showtime 8, like some fucking crazy
Dude,
ass.
the Ocho.
Steel Magnolias 2012 remake with Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
Oh
see?
my fucking!
I'm telling
Queen
you,
Latifah?
it's like legit too. It's not like unknown actresses and stuff. It's fucking straight up.
See, and that's white privilege, is that I didn't know about that.
You're such a fucking dick, Dave.
I am.
I know.
But
I
you're
am.
not super white because you got terrorist beard.
Well, yeah, I'm fine with that too. Like, I enjoy being mistaken for whatever.
I check
something
for
else.
tripwires when he leaves after recording. It's
a good idea.
I don't want an IED walking into my kitchen.
Get fucking stabbed with a punji stick covered in shit.
Dude, I'm not slant-eyed. I'm fucking Middle Eastern. Like,
I'm not stereotyping you. I'm just saying.
By slant-eyed, he
I know. I did not mean that. Jesus Christ. How's the
Dave gets super pissed at me because I say,
Yes.
look, Dave gets mad at me because I said retarded once in our first episode, and here he goes off on
And I said-
MAGA.
Holy shit.
Fucking A. So,
We're on almost 2 hours, guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
This one is
should probably just wrap it
That's what
up.
happens when we get Matt in here.
yeah, it's good.
I just drink and talk.
Well, I mean, with 4 people, yeah, like,
Hey, 3 people made an hour and a half. 4 people adds a 30-minute thing.
yeah.
It's all time.
it's mathematical, you guys.
Fucking numbers. Number stations.
God damn it.
Put us to bed, Matt.
Thank you very much for listening.
Have you guys ever listened to number stations?
Yeah,
No.
that's fucking crazy.
Do you know what they are, Dave?
Are those just like secret codes that
They're
they...
Cold War, Russian, Chinese, American radio waves that are constantly going. And they'll just, it's a thing, and then a tone will show up, and then numbers come out, and whoever's here or there, like,
It was
What?
In the
it was
USSR.
code numbers for whoever the spies were.
yeah.
Oh,
To
and,
get-
and they're still fucking going?
Yep.
Yeah,
to
they're
this
still
day.
there.
What are they called?
Number stations.
Number stations.
Just go to YouTube and type number stations. It's fucking.
It's
They're
fucking
creepy
wild.
as shit. We used to use them for in between songs for tuning.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
You
How do I not know about this?
Because you hated us when we started practicing Virulent in your house. And then go to our shows.
I did too.
Not at first. Maybe the first one.
I did go to the... No, I went to the first...
The obligatory first opening thing. You filmed our first show.
In
Yeah, I
Britain,
did.
a man who tore himself.
Oh, God, why?
That's
Ow.
not the right.
What way to end a podcast, Dylan?
Sorry, I just need
Shit the bed right at the end there, Dylan.
to mute it so
Do it.
make sure that it gets the right thing right away. Goddamn bullshit. 5 creepiest number station sounds ever
Yep.
recorded.
And these are still going to this day. So I don't know if they're still new codes.
So what do I
I
got to
think
get
you
like
can-
a ham radio or
Yeah,
something?
I think you pick them up on ham.
Yeah.
Can I
so
play Dungeons and Dragons while
this
I
is
look
a
for
real.
'em?
This is a real sound. It just goes the whole time. And then like a robot chick comes in. She's like 7, 8.
The Gong station was operated by East German intelligence.
I love it. How do I...
I'm surprised with how Cold War commie you are.
they erased it from his memory banks.
Watch, this shit's gonna set me off. Like the
Oh,
fucking Winter
he's the
Soldier.
Manchurian Cannon.
Yes,
He's
dude.
stabbing us with anything next to him. Dude.
Now we're really gonna have to check for tripwires.
You weren't
and
adopted.
shit-covered
You were
punchy
planted.
sticks.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, your little Nikita. Another movie this fuck hasn't seen.
Yes, of course he
What
has.
movie is that?
That's that dude that died in the Hollywood.
Oh shit.
The
I can't. I'm not there. I can't remember.
guy
his
with the
name.
hair lips brother.
Oh,
From Gladiator.
Keach? No. Oh, Keach. I said
River Phoenix.
River Phoenix.
River Phoenix was a son born in America to Russian spies.
Forgot that he.
And then, like,
fucking-
he's in his teens and they get activated. It's really good.
Yeah, that's a good flick.
That one-
You know, does it hold up? When was the last time you watched it? It's been a long time.
It's super 80s.
Yeah.
I like how
Listen
this
to that, Dave.
this creepy shit's just going on in the background of this conversation.
Yeah, so this is a code, and some dude that's in the know has this little responder who's like fucking translating it. Must kill a Russian consulate. And
I
these
love it.
yeah, it's really cool, and I'm surprised you haven't. Now you learned a thing.
I have.
That's pretty interesting.
It's the more you know, Dave.
So what are we gonna close out with?
Super happy story time land. Fishing with Dad.
All right.
It gets real jazzy, and then it gets real grindcore, and then it gets real funky, and then it's all over the place. It's quite a song.
Well, then,
Enjoy.
Thanks for listening, guys.
it's been not for human consumption. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
What was that one movie sample that we were going to use right here? I think I remember what that movie was. It was Titanic. Dude.
Oh,
yeah.
with that one bisexual dude.
Yep.